welcome in. I hope we're all doing well today. I updated my OBS and now all my buttons, all my little buttons on the stream deck don't work, which is great. I should have considered that. Should have considered that as a possibility. I kind of forgot. So now I can't do all my what do I normally do? I guess it's mainly just like the channel point stuff. So I'm gonna have to do that manually with my mouse, which is not a fun time. But I guess hopefully they'll update it to be compatible. But yeah, how's everyone doing today? I'm having last weekend it was like 0 degrees. Like it was really cold. Like it was freezing. It snowed like not too long ago, like a couple weeks ago maybe. But now this weekend randomly it's like 20 degrees. It's like that's like our summer weather. Like it went straight from winter to summer, like all of a sudden, which I'm not complaining about because it's really nice. But I live in the Pacific Northwest, so I haven't seen the sun in a very long time. So I'm very happy about it. But it's just I don't know what to do with it, you know. Manual labor is what mods are for. I mean, I don't think they can change. I don't think mods can do that stuff on the stream. You know what I mean? It's like from my side of things. Maybe they can. Maybe I could pawn that off, but I don't think so. Welcome in, Falcon. How are you? And welcome in, Nerd. Pacific Northwest gloom is nearly year round. I know. This is like the probably like the 1 week of nice weather, and then it's gonna be like rainy all spring until the until the summer, until we get like those like 2 months of nice weather. If you ever visit Vancouver, make sure you come like in July or August because those are like the 2 months where you'll probably be having nice weather. And welcome in, Mr. Bug. Canada's in the Pacific Northwest. Parts of Canada are in the Pacific Northwest, specifically the west part that is near the Pacific Ocean. That part. Like Canada and the US are like on the same landmass, you know what I mean? So I live very close to Seattle. So the climate here is basically the climate of Seattle, like Washington State. Imagine going to Vancouver and Miju bumps into Maestro. You go to Vancouver and I don't think you would, because I don't leave the house much. I wouldn't count on it. You live near Seattle and it's just rain cold, always up in the mid-spring and summer heat. Well, if you live near Seattle, it must be nice-ish, right? For you? You should enjoy this weather while it lasts, you know? But yeah, basically the same climate. Which basically means like rain forever and like sometimes very nice. But I'll take the trade-off of like not having Canadian winters because like I like the trade-off of it raining like all the time is that we don't have like negative 20-degree winter. So like I'll take that. But then like I don't really realize until it's like a really nice day out that it's really like it's very uplifting, you know? Like not that I'm like I'm not like always sad when it's like raining out or whatever, but like when you see like a nice day, you're like, wow, if every day was like this, that'd be pretty great, honestly. But I can't handle the heat. And Chicano, thanks for the 35 months. I appreciate it. How are you? Right nowadays, once the sun hits your front porch, you're opening the windows, letting your kitties out in their tent. Oh, so cute. You have like a little like enclosed area for them. That is adorable. I have a balcony, but I never use it, so it's very dirty. I haven't touched it. I need to clean like not that window, but like there's like a balcony window. I definitely need to clean that, but I haven't gotten around to it. Okay, it was too cold to like stand out in the balcony and clean the outside, you know? You're watching a Street Fighter 6 Red Bull tourney? Nice. I hope your guy, what do you call them? Homeboy. I hope your homeboy wins. They love it? That's cute. I'll probably be walking my dog today. My mom texted me and she told me she's making pasta and I was like, okay, great. And then she told me, she was like, do you want to walk Luca today? So I was like, yeah. because now it's like before like I would end stream and I would end up at my mom's house around like 4 to like 5 p.m. But it was like dark, right? Like it was like too dark to like go on a walk, you know? So now so now I can like now that daylight savings has hit, I can finally walk my dog on Saturdays when I go over after stream. Which is great. Which is great. Pasta? Yeah, yeah. It's I mean my mom rarely makes pasta, but she makes meat sauce from scratch and it's really good. I guess dark at like 8 p.m. I know. I was sitting here yesterday at like 7 p.m. I didn't need my lights on. Usually I have to turn my lights on at like 4 p.m. So I'm like, this is great. I'm very happy about that. Because like, okay, the first singing lesson I did, my singing lesson's at 6, okay? And I was driving home at like you know, like almost 7. It was like pitch black. Could not see. And then like I skipped a week of singing lessons and then I went this Monday. And I was driving home and it was like super bright out. Like it was like it was like full sunshine. Like I was like, how could it be this different? Like 2 weeks apart. It's crazy. The time the sun sets is so much nicer. Yeah, it is really nice. And we have so much more daylight too. Like it's not like really dark until like 9 a.m. or whatever, which is nice. There's a huge car meet today, but you'd rather stay inside regardless of weather. I mean, fair enough, fair enough. I mean, I'm looking at the beautiful day from like my window. I'm clearly sitting inside, so fair enough, fair enough. But I did open my window today, which was kind of crazy. And thanks for the 25 streak. That is a long streak, dang. That is impressive. They even streamed 25 times? That's wild. And welcome in, Apple. I'm doing well. How are you? Yeah, what's new with everyone? What's going on? I had Pilates yesterday and I'm dying. I was dying. My instructor was like, I normally don't get that sweaty at Pilates because like it's like strength workout. It's like I get like you know I sweat a little bit if it's like particularly hard, but like yesterday I was like dying, and my instructor was like, you know, I've never seen you this sweaty during Pilates. I think it's just because like my arms are, as you can see, I have like twig arms, so my arms are very weak. So I was really struggling. But now like my abs are sore. My lats especially are sore. We do a lot of like lats workouts because like you know you sit at the computer a lot, your shoulders kind of just like hunch over. So like it's like to like keep your shoulders like back and like in like a healthy posture. So I'm like my lats like every time I like lift this up, I can feel it. Eating all right. Been busy at the bakery these days. Nice, nice. Sounds delicious. You love lat soreness? You love lat soreness? I can't say I do, but I encounter it frequently. I don't know what's the best way to stretch your lats? Because I was trying to do like a like you know like this like pulling like that, um, but it doesn't stretch like super well. I don't really understand how you're supposed to stretch it. Because I feel like that's like a tricep stretch, you know? Trying to be buff. Of course, of course. And Mina Moose, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, everyone. Hope you guys had a good stream. For some reason, you lean when you go on vacation. Like, you eat less on vacation. I do not have that experience. I eat like my life depends on it. Well, I mean, my life does depend on eating. But, like, I try to eat as much as I can on vacation. Making cakes for the upcoming Easter holiday and wedding season is coming up. That sounds like a lot of work, yeah. But I hope it's fun. um, what a banger to come in on. Yes, pop stars are so good. We're Elisa's friends. No way. Hi, Elisa. We love Elisa here. What the heck is this emo? That's been there like for a while. Gudetama, yes. I have so many Gudetamas. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4. No, there's 5. There's actually 3 up here. 1, 2, 3. I have a bit of a Gudetama. Bit of a Gudetama like I won't say like addiction, but I just really like Gudetama. Yeah, thank you so much for the raid, Mina. I appreciate it. It's always nice to meet a friend of Elisa's, or many friends of Elisa's. You love it. Thank you, thank you. I love this big one especially, but it's kind of hard to like. My mic is always blocking it. But like when people recognize it without seeing him like fully, I'm like, you know, if you know, you know. I'm gonna look to make dinner. Have a lovely stream. Yeah, enjoy your dinner. Thank you so much for the raid. Grab the walling. Sorry, I was like, what am I reading? Grab the walling of a door frame and rotate outwards on the side you want stretched. Okay, okay, and then hinge at your hips downward, which will guide your shoulder blade out and give a big stretch. Grab the walling of a door frame, rotate outward on the side you want, and then hinge at your hips downward. Oh, okay, okay. That's like the opposite way I was thinking. 'Cause I thought you would have to stretch it like this way, but okay, okay. Okay. I'll try that. I'll try that. Thank you. That was not the kind of stretch I was like. That's not what I was trying. Like, that's not what I was doing before to try to stretch it. So like, that I was going in the wrong direction. Miju's a weeb confirmed. As much as she loves this play, is Good at Time a weebie? I don't really think so. I don't think like Sunryo plushies are weebie. And welcome in, Lee. How are you? Do you have to be friends with Elisa to stay in here? Yes. Yes. Any Elisa haters, I will fight you. You are not welcome. You gotta know Good Adama Legends only. Exactly, exactly. Hope that everyone is ready for spring weather. I wasn't ready for it. It just came very suddenly. But now it's here, I welcome it, you know? You're just ready for snow to not be in the forecast. Yeah, I don't think snow will be... Okay. I'm almost positive that snow will not be in the forecast. That would be crazy. You'll leave then fight me? Let's fight. Let's fight. I will defend Lisa's honor. You want your arm to cross diagonally. Oh, okay, okay. Like you grab the door like this and then you lean forward. Okay, okay, okay. Sorry. No, I got it. I got it. I wasn't sure what you meant by outward direction, but that makes sense. But then those seasonal allergies happen. Oh my gosh. I never really had hay fever. I never really had hay fever before, but recently, like the last like few years, I'm definitely developing like a pollen allergy, and I'm not happy about it because my mom has the worst allergies, so I've always like I've always like been around that, and I'm like, oh, thank God I don't have allergies, but now I think I do. Better not be ever again ever. Well, I don't know if you might have to move. You might actually have to move to Hawaii for that. You're gonna look because you're watching a movie. Okay, okay. Enjoy the movie. This is Wendy's new single, by the way. I love Wendy. I love like good vocals. So I've been really enjoying Wendy's song. Like the single kind of grew on me. It wasn't my favorite, but some of the other ones on the album are so good. I love them. Like global warming is a thing, sure, but you're cool with it warm enough to not snow in the Pacific Northwest anymore. I don't know if I wanted to reach that point, you know, that seems like a bad thing. Why don't you just move south, man? Because that means our summers will be even hotter. And I know you don't want that. Because we already have heat waves. So if we have that mild of winters, we're gonna have like terrible summers. And then we're gonna be like surrounded by wildfires again, you know? I don't necessarily want that either. You love it here though? I mean, same. I think if you like grow up in the Pacific Northwest, it's very hard to move out because like we can't handle any temperatures. Like I can't handle like kind of warm temperatures, and I can't handle like kind of cold temperatures. Like so I'm like I feel like I'm just like where can I even move, you know? My smoke last year was nuts. Yeah, I mean I think it's gonna be smoky again this year. I mean we always have wildfires every year, but it's just like this year was like it was very close to like I mean it was like in like towns and stuff like that, so like it was a lot closer than I think it normally is. So hopefully it's not like that this year. Gosh, my hair is getting so long. It's like very much touching my shoulders. I need to contain them. I think you can't contain well. I think that's the problem, you know? They're very difficult to contain. Maybe you should try. Why don't you volunteer? Why don't you volunteer as a firefighter and you help contain the fire? Oh, we would appreciate that. Justin isn't doing his job. Come on, Justin. Justin. You seem to like K-pop. Who's your favorite? Who's my favorite? I think if I had to pick a favorite artist, it would be Kim Sejong. But I like Blackpink. I like Twice. Um, like I mean I like a lot of things. I like Wendy. um, but if I had to pick a favorite, it would be Sejong. I do like IU a lot right now as well. Do you use Kick as well for streaming or just Twitch? Just Twitch. Kick scares me. I don't know what goes on there, and I don't really want to know. And I haven't really had a problem with Twitch so far, so it's working, and I don't have a reason to leave it. Bonjour, comment ça va? Welcome in, P. Or sorry, bienvenue. Good choices. I haven't heard of Kim Sejong before, but we'll have to give them a listen. You need to. Have you watched Business Proposal? She was the lead in Business Proposal, and she was in IOI. But she's like a solo artist now, and she's so good. Because of VR chat of streaming platforms, is it? I don't see too much difference between them. Kick is just very like, it's not very like moderated, I guess. It's like they're very loose with the rules. Kick is gross from everything I've seen. Yeah, I think it's like a lot of like it's backed by like gambling, which is why they can like pay people so much money, and so it's like gambling and like that kind of stuff. That's a K drama. I haven't watched any. Oh, okay. But yeah, she's in like some dramas. It's like she's been like acting and stuff. But I love her music career. I always love new music from her. But yeah, IOI was like the Produce 101 group, so she was in that with like Somi. You watch one Korean person that left Twitch for Kick. Okay, but that's not like up to them, you know, because like Twitch is shutting down in Korea, so like they kind of have to go somewhere. It's not like they're leaving Twitch. It's like Twitch is leaving them, unless they don't live in Korea. I don't know. You give them a listen. Yes. Sejong is so good. She's so underrated. No Twitch in Korea. What the heck? Yeah, they had to leave because Korea. What was the reason? It was like Korea was charging Twitch a lot for like, to be able to like run in Korea. Yeah, they were gonna make Twitch like they were increasing the prices like crazy. So like their local, yeah, the foreign company, because they were their foreign company, they had like their own like a Korean streaming platform called like Africa TV or something like that. So now Twitch can't afford to operate in South Korea. I mean, Twitch isn't profitable anywhere, but they would be like extra unprofitable in South Korea. You hadn't heard about Twitch being canceled in Korea? Yeah. It's like it's just like a price thing. They want like their own company to do better. Africa, yeah. I was like, it's not Africa. I know it's not Africa, like the continent, but like I was like, it's something like that. Aside for the streamers who have huge followings, yeah. Hopefully their fans move over to whatever. I mean, their fans who are watching in Korea have to move with them, I guess, to like a different streaming platform. So maybe that will work. I don't know. Oh, speaking of Sejong, this is Sejong. But yeah, it's a I guess kind of weird policy on their part, but it's okay. Okay. I will not. I will not. I'm not knowledgeable enough about these kind of things. You're loyal, so you follow them. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, I think, yeah, I think like Twitch's like streaming and stuff is pretty big in Korea, right? Yeah, Korea's a huge gaming hub. I wouldn't be surprised if the new platform is formed and people from other parts of the world switch too. Maybe, maybe, but like maybe it's like I don't know what the site is like. Like if it's like a mainly Korean audience, then it might be hard. You love the vibe of the song? Yeah, she has like indie vibes, and I love that. Have we even talked about anything interesting? You forgot about the time warp, so you're late. How dare you? That will be marked on your permanent record. I hope you're doing well though. Were you? Did you buy the game? Did you buy what is it? Number? Civ number? I think YouTube literally doesn't want it to get popular. Africa TV. I mean, fair enough. YouTube's trying their best. 6. Okay, sorry. I was like, I don't know which number it is. One of them. You have not purchased Civilization 6? You're not ready to lose your life to it? Not like your life, like you're gonna die, but like your free time. Oh, YouTube doesn't want YouTube Live to get popular. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I've never I've watched like a few YouTube live streams, but I still do agree that Twitch like is the best like user experience and streamer experience. Even though it's not perfect, like I still think it's a like for me, I just feel it's very nice. I just feel like YouTube is not. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's just not the same. Got Resident Evil 2 the other day for $10 on Steam. The remake. It's impossible to find anyone on YouTube. Yeah, because we're mainly like video and not stream. Yeah, I only find YouTube streams if I have like either if I'm subscribed to them and sometimes they show up on the subscription, or if I have notifications on for that channel and then it shows up. But and like the chat is so weird. I think that's what people complain about a lot. Like the chat is very hard to read. Like Twitch chat is very easy to read, but YouTube chat is like I don't know what it is. Like maybe the animations or like something going on. Like it's just hard to read. And I don't know if YouTube has the stuff like all the features that Twitch does, like the channel points and the like there's a lot of features on Twitch that are I feel like missing from YouTube probably. But I don't watch a lot of YouTube streams, so I can't say. The remake, the franchise with the real Leon. I love Leon Kennedy. You're the one making up this competition, you know? Like I have no competition. We can enjoy both Leons. Chat on Kick sucks too. When you press enter on Kick, it takes 1 second for your message to get sent. We love like unresponsive, unresponsive websites. You know, that's great. Then where's the Leon Kennedy plush on the mic? That doesn't mean we have to treat everyone equally. We're allowed to have preferences. I don't like Leon Kennedy that much, you know? I like him more like Leon Kennedy, he looks different, like, depending on the game, you know? Like in the remake, he looks like really different. Like I just don't like how he looks now. You know, like I want the other one back. I don't know how to describe it. His face is just he's a bit too blonde. His jaw is a bit too his jaw is a bit too square. Like I'm sorry, that's not the Leon I like, you know? Ada Wong changes too. Yeah, I feel like they're just like the faces are inconsistent, you know? Um he looks great in 4. No, I don't like how he looks in 4. Like in the remake one. Yeah, I mean Leon was always white, but like I think Leon looks more white. I don't know what to describe it. He just looks like more Caucasian, okay? Like in HD. She goes from Asian to almost white. That's not good. But like I feel like that happens a lot in like games. Like you're just like what like they just like their facial features are just not the same. Oh, it's your cat. Hi, Scarlet Fox. What's your cat's name? Your cat's trying to communicate with us. Your signal's getting weak. Okay, okay. Take care, Apple. That could just be different artists instead of some conspiracy. Yeah, I don't think it's some conspiracy like, oh, we gotta make everyone white, you know, like. But it's like I don't like when they look so inconsistent. I find that a lot with like League of Legends champions. They just change races, like depending on which skin they have. They just change races. I'm like, that's not what we want, you know. She's called Jinx. She was like to talk to people on Twitch. Hi, Jinx. And welcome in. Is it Yurwi? I never knew how to pronounce the name. I'm very sorry. But to be fair, it is just like a lot of letters, you know? We're talking about Leon Kennedy? Yes. Gotta whiten up these characters. Could be a marketing play. I doubt it. There's a lot of like people are like, I think not to be like cynical, but like I think diversity is very marketable now. Like a lot of companies are like, oh, let's just like make it very diverse, you know. Have you played the new Genshin event? It's like the potion one. I think it's because Capcom likes to use 3D scanning tech. Yeah, maybe they just like scan the actor. Now it's more accurate to the actor and not their own creation, right? The Japanese companies, I don't think they hate Asian people. If anything, they hate white people. But yeah, I think it's just like sometimes it's like when their faces are just like inconsistent. It's like you're like sometimes it's very hard to tell like what race a character is, you know. I mean, Japan might be behind on the whole diversity thing, though. They definitely are. Even Devil May Cry boys went through this. They went from anime looking to IRL model looking. I mean, yeah, I think like as more people like, I mean, I do. To be fair, I do love mocap. Like, I think mocap is really good because like they like mocap their entire face, so you can get like the actors like actual like facial expressions and stuff like that, which is great. So I'm not against that, but you know, it's a bit. I don't know. I just want, you know, I just want more Asian people in games, you know. And welcome in, Knife. Hope you're doing well today. It's very hard, for example. Nobody can tell I'm white. Oh yeah, no one can tell, yeah. Maybe if they put you in a video game, they wouldn't be able to tell. Dante Aspire, though? I don't know who Dante is, I'm sorry. You think the Death Stranding mocap is good? Looks like the actual Norman Reedus guy? Yeah. I mean, I think the mocap isn't necessarily like they will look exactly like the character. Like think about like Kratos and stuff, right? They don't look exactly the same. But they do like want to have some things like they do use some like they have to have like a similar like size of face or like a size of like features and stuff like that to match it up. But they can make them look quite different. But sometimes they just scan their entire face, you know? Which is fair enough as well. From Devil May Cry. Oh, his name is Dante. I'm sorry. I've never played Devil May Cry. I don't know anything about it. But speaking of new games, I finally bought Half-Life Alyx for VR, which has been quite good so far. I've never played a Half-Life game, but I am scared. I don't get that scared by horror games anymore, but in VR everything is scary. Like nothing scary has happened. There's like zombies around, but they're like dead. But I'm like scared to walk past a dead zombie because I'm like, what if it wakes up? You know, like what am I gonna? I'm like just freaked out. Devil May Cry was supposed to be a Resident Evil spin-off. Ooh. It is a wide emote. Okay, let's watch a random clip. My stream deck is like not working. Is it working? Oh, now it's working. Nice. Let's see. Oh. Speaking of being scared.
Oh, I just paused the game. Why did I pause the game?
What? This game was actually very scary. And this was the first horror game I ever played. So I was very scared, okay? Everyone hates these guys. Their shields are crazy. Okay. But like, I think anyone would be scared if it's their first horror game. It's a really good one though. Long hair, yeah. Back in the day. Back in the day. Actually, I've only had short hair for like a year now. It'd be cool to have a stream deck and a Steam deck on deck. That's true. That's true. All I need is a stream deck. Or sorry, I always get them confused. I would say the wrong thing. Cause like stream and Steam are like really similar. Very ratty, noisy made. People were making fun of the way I scream, but like I'm not gonna scream like in like an extended scream. You know, like come on. I think the short hair suits me. Thank you, thank you. I prefer short hair currently as well. Both for looks and both for how easy it is. Having long hair is like, man, it's a hassle. Your hair lucky getting pretty long. No time to chop. Yeah, I was just saying that like at the start of stream. It's long. I'm getting a cut in like a couple of weeks. I have an appointment booked, so I just scream like a Markiplier, like like a very low, a man with a low voice scream. I'll try. I've seen in China they cut hair with like a meat cleaver. What? What? I don't think I will do that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go to the hair salon and my hairstylist does not use a meat cleaver, unfortunately. He uses like scissors. And lock him in, Con. Hope you're doing well. They lay the hair on the board and chop. But surely you have to like fix it afterwards, you know? Like it would be so like it would be like all like jagged or too straight, you know? Yeah, they haven't invented scissors yet apparently. You wanna do Kadabra? Okay, let's go. Like girls, perfect energy, are we flawless, yeah we free. Better feeling in the whole wide world. Okay.
Hello, trainer. Welcome to the Kanto region. I can read your mind and guess which Pokemon you're thinking of. You just have to picture it in your mind and answer my question.
Okay.
If I can guess which Pokemon it is, it will be added to your electronic.
This is it's like think like Akinator, but it's Pokemon.
Say okay when you're ready.
Okay.
Nice. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Answer yes, no, or
No,
I don't know.
the Pokeball is low-key breaking.
It depends. Is your Pokemon mainly blue?
No.
That's what I thought. Is it mainly purple?
No.
Interesting. Is your Pokemon mainly brown?
Yes?
I see. Does your Pokemon
Not the colors
have a
again.
tail?
Yes.
Aha! Can your Pokemon evolve into another Pokemon?
Yes.
Okay. Is it a dual type?
No.
We're almost there. Is your Pokemon a ground type?
No.
That's what I thought. Is it a normal type?
No.
Interesting. Does it usually stand on two legs?
Yes.
I see. I think I found it. If I'm not mistaken, you were thinking of Mankey. Is that it?
No.
Okay. Did your Pokemon evolve from another Pokemon?
Yes.
Aha! Does your Pokemon have a shell?
No.
Okay. Does it have red cheeks?
No.
That's what I thought. That's it. I got it. I believe you were thinking of Kadabra. Am I right?
Yes.
Great. We found.
Wow, let's go. Yeah, he gets too fast. He really thought it was Mankey. Okay, I wasn't okay. This whole thing, there was a whole thing before about the Pokemon being yellow or brown. Okay, it was like yellow, brown, or orange, and then everyone was like, "It's not." Like, I think it was Alakazam that was the issue because I said it was like, I was like, because it's hard to say. Like, it might be a really light brown. I don't know. The color thing is difficult. But I frequently give the Pokeball misinformation. But he still got it. He still got it. I tried to pick one that it could easily get confused. It did get confused. It thought it was very much on the wrong track. Cause like Mankey, is Mankey even in here? Oh, okay, oh he is. Mankey isn't even mainly brown. He's like beige, if anything, you know. And Scarlet Fox, thank you so much for the prime. I appreciate it. But yeah, I just look. I'm just not very like knowledgeable about the even with my Pokemon trainer field guide. It's very difficult sometimes because it asks like very vague questions. Like it'll ask like, "Is it very big?" And I'm like, "Define very big." Like, is very big like Onyx? Is very big like, I don't know, like you know, like is very big like 10 feet, 20 feet, 50 feet? Like it's very unclear. And sometimes they'll ask like, "Is a Pokemon very strong?" And I'm like, I don't know. like I have no idea. I would say if it's bigger than you. Would you say that's very big? Like what's big for a Pokemon? Cuz like they have such big like ranges, right? Like cuz like okay. Cuz like think about it this way. Like bigger than me, right? If say it's like Butterfree, okay? A Butterfree bigger than me. That seems pretty big to me. You know, like a butter like a 6-foot butterfly. Like that's massive. You know, Pichu is bigger than me. There's no way, because Pikachu is only 1 foot tall. There's no way. Pichu must be like this. Like Pichu must be like this big. You know. You're like, oh, I'm like half a foot. Okay, sorry. The Pikachu is bigger than me. Interesting. There's a lot of Pokemon smaller than me though, but it really just depends what they consider. Am I wrong? Maybe not. Maybe not. I actually live in like a dollhouse, and like all the stuff I own is like a like tiny. You know, like. Imagine if you were that small. Like, imagine if you were like Ant-Man. Imagine how much rent Ant-Man can save, you know? He could live in like a shoebox, you know? And it would be like a full apartment for him, you know? Why isn't he doing that? And welcome in, Nat. How are you? Secret World of Airy Eddie. I don't know what that is. Is that an anime? My favorite Pokemon is a Rellor. It's based on one of those beetles that roll poop into a ball. Nice. I've never heard of Rellor in my life. Apparently Charizard is your height? Charizard is not as tall as you think. Because you would think Charizard is like massive. Like you would think he's like 10, 20 feet tall because he's like a dragon. But he's actually like a human height. Which is very strange. It's anime, but it's Ghibli. Okay, fine. Fine. Acceptable. My favorite what's everyone's favorite Pokemon? My favorite Pokemon is Zacian. I love Zacian, but I also love Misdreavus, the blue one. And I like Vulpix. I think Vulpix is real cute. I'm not like a Vulpix user, you know, but actually no, would I put Vulpix in top 3? I think maybe Dragapult. I'm kind of basic. I'm like a ghost type enjoyer. Squirtle Squad, Squirtle with the sunglasses on. Fair enough, fair enough. Your basic is probably like Leafeon, Umbreon, or Espeon. Leafeon is so cute. Leafeon's adorable. You like Klefki? That's not the keychain, right? Poltegeist and Rellor. I love the new what are your thoughts on the new Poltegeist forms? Because I can't remember what it's called. Sinistra? The one that's like a matcha tea. Like that I love. That's one in my that's now in like my top 5. I love that one. Basic Eevee lover. I mean Eevee is adorable. I understand it. Klefki is a key. Yeah, I think it's cool. Yeah, I like Klefki as well. It's like does it have evolution? Cause I'm thinking of the one that's like a ring and there's like keys on it, but maybe there's like an evolution of it. My Pokemon knowledge is very lacking. Farfetch'd, Golbat, Alolan, Raticate, Dunsparce, Lurantis. Yeah, those are some weird favorite Pokemons, not gonna lie. Like Golbat? Golbat? I can't remember what Dunsparce is, but I mean, I think Farfetch'd is the popular one. I see a lot of people really like Farfetch'd. I guess because he's like, you know, like he's like fun, you know, like he's holding the leak, you know, he's yeah, he's just a cool guy. Everyone likes him, and he has a cool evolution in the end, you know. The shiny Klefki is like golden. Ooh, that makes sense. The golden keys. Galarian Ponyta is so cute. True. Oh my gosh, yes, I love Galarian Ponyta. There's a lot of like really adorable Pokemon out there. I like either cute Pokemon or like I like ghost types as well. So like a lot of like cool Pokemon, you know. Like I like Dragapult, but Dragapult's kind of cute. Like Dragapult has like tiny hands. I love it. Who the heck doesn't like Farfetch'd? Yeah, Farfetch'd is cool. Golbat is cool in PvP. Oh, okay, fair. Alolan Raticate is unhinged. Dunsparce is just a little guy. Atlantis is a fancy praying mantis. Oh, is it the one that's like pink? Y'all hating on Metapod? No one hated on Metapod, Chicano. You're just making this up. When I was a kid, I liked really symmetrical, minimal Pokemon. Now I like the weird ones. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. My love of Zacian is just because like I played Sword and Shield first, and Zacian kind of carried me through like the post game and the DLC. And I'm like, man, this Pokemon's strong, just like one shots everything, you know? And you know, he's just a cute dog, you know? I just love I love how he changes forms. Like he changes types and he changes form when you give him the item. So I do like that. It's a very strong typing. Pink with stripy legs. Yeah, I think I know which one that is. Armored Mewtwo from the movie. What do you mean the movie? Is there like a singular movie? Metapod. At first I heard of Menopause. Yeah, we're out here all hating on Menopause, and Chicano thinks Menopause is the best, you know? I think it's fair to hate on Menopause. It's a very from what I've heard, it's a very annoying process, you know? Like there's a lot of side effects, you know? Lucario is such a sick one as well. That's true, that's true. Lucario is a popular one. It's called The Pokemon Movie. Is it actually? I've not heard of this Pokemon movie. Not Menopause. I've seen like 2 Pokemon films after that sort of aged out of Pokemon until I came back to it in a big way. Nice. I think it's the first movie. What? It's called Pokemon, the first movie? There's no way. That's menopause evolution, yeah. It's just like a hormonal mess. Because they know they're gonna make 1,000 more. I mean, fair enough. It's just free money, you know? Pokemon's already massive when they made the film. I mean, probably. But yeah, I don't think I've seen any Pokemon movies. I've barely watched the show. Like, I think I've seen like episodes here or there when I was a kid, but I never like seriously watched it when I was a kid. You lined up for a Pokemon movie as a kid, and the line was around the entire block? What? You had to line up? I don't think I've ever lined up for a movie theater. You saw it in theater when you were a kid? Damn. You saw Pokemon 2000 in theaters, and it was a great experience. I'm sorry, I never watched any of these Pokemon movies. I was not a Pokemon fan growing up. You have the ancient Mew promo card. You still have that? That's funny. Your mom actually waited too. She was dying to see what happens in the Pokemon movie. Lining up before science seats was a thing. Yeah, but I don't think I ever went to like a movie popular enough at like back then to like warrant lining up, you know? Um, the anime is so hard to watch. So hard to watch, dude. There's like 3 minute scene of Caterpie and Pikachu making Pokemon noises at each other. What? That's just art. You just don't appreciate the craftsmanship of that, you know? They portray so much without dialogue. And welcome in, Elijah. How are you? If I meet you one day, you can have it on the house. I don't really want it. I'm sorry. You can keep it. You can use context clues to understand what they're saying in that scene. Yeah, it's about understanding them without. It's a really like poignant like message about like language barriers and how you could still transcend language barriers to make meaningful connections. Sitting here like a film critic going, "Where's the plot development?" Yeah, it's true. It's true. If the scene isn't relevant, why is my shirt wet? Why is this wet? Did I spill water on it? Concerning. You're talking to Zirconian. Oh, okay. You weren't offering me the Mew card. You're good. You have to start packing. Oh, where are you going? Um, Giving Miju a lump of coal IRL. I don't want that either. What would I do with that? Caterpie, why does she hate me? Pikachu, I don't know, bro. You're cool, and maybe she'll see that one day. Is Caterpie having relationship issues? Poor Caterpie. But one day, the girl will regret it because the Caterpie will grow up into a water free. Is that what Caterpie goes into? To a homie's house. Nice. Are you staying overnight? Is that where you're packing? Misty thinks he's good because he's a bug. Oh, I mean, he is kind of. I mean, Caterpillar isn't the most gross bug. It's no Galvantula. I'm sorry. I know you. I know there's Galvantula defenders in the chat. But a lot of bug Pokemon kind of freak me out. Not gonna lie. But you know which one is cool? Scorch. Scorch is actually cool. Even though I would never go anywhere near a centipede IRL, Scorch is cool. Galvantula slander. It's literally a spider. I don't want anything to do with that. Apparently there's like spidery creatures in Half-Life, and I am slightly concerned. I am slightly concerned about meeting gigantic spiders jumping at my face in VR. But I looked it up and they only have 4 legs, so maybe it's okay. And Yokomoto, thank you so much for the tier 3. I appreciate it. Happy birthday to you too. How are you doing today? Not a fan of bugs, the spiders are cool? No. Yeah, Scorch is cool, and especially its Gigantamax form. Real cool. Picked up a wood louse on a little piece of paper to carry outside today. When I opened the door, the wind was strong. It got launched off. I'm sure it's fine. It's like crawling around the ground again, you know? They have a record player as well, so I'm just packing a few records. Ah, okay, that's cool. You like Cricketoon's Battle Cry? Yeah, I don't have I don't know what that sounds like. All the Pokemon sound the same to me. You're back from the gym, gonna cook yourself up some eggs? I just had eggs for lunch. Enjoy your eggs. The more legs, the scarier. Kind of, yeah. Anything more than 6 legs. Anything more than 6 legs is like kind of scary. You know, even with 6 legs can be very scary. I'm not a big fan of like wasps or like I mean mostly wasps. I just don't like wasps. I'm very worried now that it's nice weather out. Like I've been wanting to like open my window today and I'm just like scared of wasps flying in. I live kind of high up, so like I don't get spiders. Like there's no risk of spiders, but there is risk of wasps. And oh my god, last year we had like a stink bug infestation. Like it was terrible. I would like look out my window and there was like 5 stink bugs just like hanging around like on my window, on the balcony, and I'm like, I can't open my window because they'll get in, you know? So I was like, it was a problem. We have arachnophobia. I hate spiders. I have like mild arachnophobia. Yeah, not a spider enjoyer for sure. I wouldn't say I'm like extremely scared, but I don't like them. Good thing we decimated the bug population with pesticides. No, it only made them stronger. Eggs who egg together stick together. Maybe, yeah. Egg your friendship. You have slight orthophobia. What is orthophobia? That sounds like you're scared of like orthodontists, but that's probably not right. And Wakamin Robo, have you been able to adapt to the weather change so far? Yeah, it's a weird change though. I'm wearing my I'm no longer wearing my winter socks all of a sudden. And you know, I'm wearing short sleeves when I'm streaming, and I probably have to retire. Like you can kind of see on the sofa there, I have like my fleece jackets. I kind of have to retire those as well. Like, what am I gonna do? Are you scared of snakes? No. What's wrong with spiders? They just do their thing. They're just creepy looking because they have a lot of legs. And they have a lot of eyes as well. Orthophobia is fear of crickets, grasshoppers. That's like really specific. We don't really have crickets here, but grasshoppers are kind of creepy. I agree. Orthopaterophobia. This is getting very confusing. Orthophobia, from Greek ortho, correct, is a fear of property. Is that a thing? A fear of property? What does that mean? Like a fear of owning property, or like a fear of like, because like everything is property. Like what? Is it a fear of encountering property? Like what does that even mean? I think you're creepy for having 2 legs. That would be fair for them, yeah. You have some allergies acting up, but eating while staying indoors, I think, prevented getting a fever. Oh my gosh. You get a fever from your allergies? Well, I hope it doesn't flare up. I just hate when I don't know where the spider is. True. Like when you're like keeping an eye on the spider and then you look away and it's like gone and you're like, where'd the spider go? I usually just like, for me it's like out of sight, out of mind, you know? Winter was over here, but today the weather was so bad the airport closed. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Did you end up going out for the Pokemon Go? Walking into a spider web is the worst. Oh god, it's the worst, yeah. And then you're like, where's the spider? Like, is the spider on me, you know? When I had a kid, you had your own room downstairs and crickets would show up. Oh, I mean, that's fair. I don't think we ever had that many crickets here. When I was in Japan, I was very surprised hearing all the... Well, I guess it's not... I don't know if it's crickets. Yeah, I think I could hear, like, crickets outside when we were staying at a hotel. And I never heard crickets like that before. I think a lot of the breeding season for many pests is around April and May. That's when things will be tough, so good luck. I mean, luckily, there's not that much... Like, I live in a high-rise, so it's not too bad. But I am dog-sitting in May. I'm dog-sitting in May, and my mom's house gets so many spiders. I'm not looking forward to it. I found a wild praying mantis once. Okay. I don't think I have. You did? It was rough. Oh no. Was it worth it? If you're not careful, you can easily get a fever or really bad cold. Oh, that's rough. I'm sorry. Have you heard the cicadas in Japan? No, but when I was in Italy, the cicadas were so loud. Cause like we were walking around and I was like, what the hell is that noise? Like it's so loud. And then I'd never heard cicadas before. But they're just like insane. They're just like constant. I took like a video of it. It was like so loud. You ignore spiders. They eat the nastier bugs. However, a few months ago, you woke up with bites all over your arms. Ooh. You saw a spider that looked very unfriendly, bright orange and long legs. Oh, did you try to figure out what kind of spider it was? Yeah, that's not good. Like you don't want like a bitey spider in your house. Yeah, I think I definitely had spider bites before, and they're not pleasant for sure. You lived, so it was a friendly spider. I don't think any spider that bites you is a friendly spider, you know? You got bit by a wolf spider? Oh, did that really hurt? I didn't know they bite. I didn't know they bite. I've seen wolf spiders like we get them sometimes like here. Not in my not in this apartment, but like at my mom's house. Um but they're freaky. They're freaky. I hate them. It didn't hurt, but it was so itchy. Oh god, that's terrifying. I'm gonna live like minimum 10 floors up forever. I don't know what floor. Like I haven't had any spider. I live on like I live like above the 10th floor and I haven't had any spiders. So I think I'm pretty safe, you know? But I feel like if you're like within 5 floors from the ground, you might get spiders. You try having 12 very itchy bites on your legs for a week. It leaves scars. Oh no, I'm sorry. I have a dog, so like I've had like fleas before. Oh, they're the worst. Like the ones anything that bites you like multiple times is just the worst. And flea bites are like the itchiest thing. Like flea bites are like twice as itchy as mosquito bites. It's just terrible. You said black widows as pet, never once been bitten by any of them. Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, if you have them as pets, you probably know how to handle them. I kill bugs on sight. If you let them live, they make babies. That is true. That is true. Crabs are scariest creatures on the planet. I don't agree with that. I think there's things much scarier than crabs. My mom does not like handling like our neighbors frequently give us like crabs. Like our neighbor like goes into the ocean and like catches crabs. Okay, and then he like gives them to us, but they're like alive, right? When he gives them to us, and my mom just like is freaked out by them. I always have to like pick them up and they're always like trying to like pinch me, which is like fair, which is fair. Like we're gonna eat them, so like they should be fighting back. But like, yeah, she just does not like that. But the thing that the one thing I do agree with, the thing that creeps me out is the mouth. Like their weird like mouth is like scary. Your most hated bugs is ticks. Okay, but like any of those like pests, like the ones that are like really like bed bugs, ticks, like fleas, like all of those are, I think we can all agree, are terrible. um, Bugs would be truly terrifying if they were giant. Yeah, yeah. I mean, of course. I mean, some bugs are like those giant spiders in Australia. Like I literally like will never. I'm going to stay very far away from Australia. You know. I cannot be. I don't trust it. Oh yeah, we were talking about dragonflies last week, right? Dragonflies are disgusting. They're just like a freak of nature. They just scare me. If you need to exterminate for a certain bug, those are the worst. Oh my god. When I first moved here, I had a problem with like moths. How do you even say it? Like moth. Um, and they were like, oh my god, they just like multiplied like crazy, and I had to put all my food. I had to put all my food in the fridge, so they would die. And then like, but they would like if even if there was one left, they would just like lay so many eggs, and I'm like, oh, it was such a pain. Like any bug that's like an infestation is the worst. They to be really anything like that is terrible. And on my way home from Paris last year, I got bit by a bed bug, like somewhere in the airport or on the airplane. And I was so worried that I brought it home. Like I like washed everything in like hot water, like vacuumed everything, and I was just like freaked out, you know? Like I was like, because like bed bugs are like the worst thing to get. But luckily I didn't bring it home. It seemed like I must have left it somewhere else at the airport. But then like now I'm like paranoid about that too in the airplane, because like hotels can have bed bugs. Even like the airplane seat could have bed bugs. I'm like, oh my god, like that's such a disaster. Um, the old workplace with silverfish in it. Those are pretty gnarly. Oh, those are really common here. We have a lot of silverfish here. I think they like the Pacific Northwest. Luckily you need to get 2, unless it's a pregnant female, I guess. Oh, do you actually? I guess that makes sense. I don't know how the bugs multiply. But like, yeah, I mean, even if you bring 1 home, it can cause some havoc. So they can live for a very long time without food. So luckily I didn't bring 1 home. You once opened a Hasbro box and it had like 30 dead silverfish in it. Ew, that's disgusting. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of silverfish. Yeah, but they're not like the worst bug. They're not like the worst bug in my opinion. Like I can handle a silverfish. I'd rather have that than like a wasp or like a big spider. You know, I think it's preferable. They're not that gross to me. The big spiders were worse. Yeah, not a fan of big spiders. And also, I'm very terrified of encountering cockroaches in Japan. Because in Japan, they get like massive cockroaches and the cockroaches like fly, right? And like, I'm very scared of encountering one. Silverfish eat other bugs. Fair enough. Recently learned that there's a few fish that live over 150-ish years. Damn. Like a turtle? I mean, a turtle's not really a fish, but... You know how they say every animal contributes to the ecosystem, but I think there are a few useless creatures among us. I mean, yeah, I'm sure we could cut some out. We can, like, trim the fat, you know? You never seen a cockroach in real life? Yeah, me neither, and I'm scared. I'm very scared of encountering one in real life. You saw mad cockroaches in Spain, like huge ones? Okay, remind me not to go to Spain. Trim the fat like weeds. Truly, dead weight on society. You went to a bug zoo in Victoria and saw someone put a tarantula on their face? I'm not going there. I would not want to go to a bug zoo. The aquarium here in Vancouver, there's like tarantulas in there. But they're in like tiny little cage, like tiny little like enclosures. So it's fine. But sometimes I like look at them and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're so big. Tarantulas are so cute though. I agree to disagree. The stick bugs are cool. I guess so, I don't know. The rough-eye rockfish and the orange ruffy fish. They're just old guys, you know? Norway has cockroaches, but they're like loosely related to the tropic ones and don't do well indoors. Oh, okay, well that's good. As long as they're not inside. Must be a weeb thing in our community to like spiders. Jumping spiders are the only cute spiders. That's terrible. I do not like jumping spiders, because that means they can jump closer to me. And welcome in, is it Degarist? Hope you're doing well. What about trapdoor spiders? That sounds like a death. Aren't they really poisonous? You like most bugs, not the annoying one? Yeah, fair enough. Jumping spiders are tiny. Yeah, but I don't like anything that could jump or fly near me, you know? Trapdoor spiders are actually metal. They sound terrifying. Ants are the coolest because they have an entire society with social structure. I guess so, I don't have a huge problem with ants unless they like have an ant infestation in your house, you know? But ants are chill. They're just like they're not scary. In my opinion, because they're too small. They just chill out behind their door and wait to munch. Yeah, they're just home buddies, you know? Jumping spiders are adorable. Google them. I guarantee you I will not find them adorable. I'm sorry. We can agree to disagree on that. What if we're just the ants to aliens? They perceive us the way we perceive ants. I mean, if there's like a large creatures out there in the universe, they probably do. You have ant infestations every few years and I don't like them very much. Yeah, that's fair enough. What about bullet or fire ants? That sounds... I don't like ones that bite, no. Or I don't like the ants that are like really big. Those ones are kind of like creepy. One time, like I was standing beside my dog and he started sniffing my leg, and then like I looked down and there was a giant ant like crawling on my leg. I was like, oh my god. It was one of those like I don't know what kind of ant it is, but like it was huge. But my dog knew it was there. I saw someone's PC had an ant infestation. You almost threw up. How? How does that happen? They like put food in their PC or what? You think any living thing that impedes on your living space will probably be scary, at least annoying? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, for me, it's like if it's like a small, I mean, yeah, a small like a fly or something would be annoying, or like a fruit fly would be like annoying, but it's not like scary. For me, it's like the bigger bugs or the ones with lots of legs kind of creep me out. It was probably normal size. It was a larger than average ant. I don't know what makes like some ants are tiny, right? Some ants are like like so small, right? But some ants are much larger. Let's say even a cute squirrel came into your apartment. Yeah, I would not want a wild squirrel in my apartment. Like squirrels are cute from a distance, but I don't want to be like up close with one, it's gonna like scratch me or something. Yeah, they might like bite you and like give you some disease, yeah. It would be kind of scary. I mean, yeah, of course, of course. There's a human infestation on the freeway the other day. Understandable. There's been so much human infestation recently. Like, usually, like, when I drive to my mom's house on the weekend, like, there's, like, not that much traffic because it's the weekend. But now there's so much traffic. Like, on, like, random times of the weekend. Like, I'm like, there's just so many people, like, out driving. So, like, it's just, like, congestion. It's not even, like, rush hour or anything like that. It's just, like, it's just busy. I'm not enjoying it. I had a bat come into my room once from the window. Oh my god. What? You fled from your room, the wildlife care person found the baby bat in your closet sleeping? I'm scared of bats in general, though. I would not like to see a bat outside. They kind of creep me out. I know there's bat defenders in the chat. Yeah, I think Yokomoto is the bat defender, but like bats are freaky. They're like flying rats, you know? You're a bat defender. Okay, Zirconian as well. Okay. A lot of bat defenders here. California human infestation come to your city. Yeah, I think it just gets worse and worse. Yesterday, on Thursday, I went home during peak human infestation hours and the motorway was clogged up. Yeah, the worst. The worst. Rats are cute, though. They're cute in theory, but I wouldn't want to be near one. And welcome in life, Walls. How are you? Human infestation is a worst kind. I agree. I agree. I think, well, I mean, when you think about it, humans are the most dangerous, right? Like humans have the most potential to be dangerous. They're good as pets as dogs. Yeah, but I wouldn't want like a wild rat in my apartment. Like they would, like that's scary. I don't like seeing rats out in the wild. Like if someone had a pet rat, I don't have a problem with that. It was a bit rough, and you didn't know the bat was in your room until you tried to sleep. Kept hearing screech, and then you turned on the light to see it fly and hide. Oh my god, I'd be so scared if a bat was flying around my room. There's a spider under the chair behind you. Joke's on you. I'm in a high rise. I've never seen a spider in here. Get a snake and you can have a new rat every time you gotta feed the snake. Oh no. Can we bench? Isn't that what snakes do? Don't you have to feed snakes like live mice? That's like I would not enjoy that. Like I feel like that would be like very unpleasant. Like I know it happens out in the wild, but like I don't really want to witness it, But maybe I should get a snake and then let it loose in my mom's house. Cuz my mom is having a bit of a mouse problem. So maybe we just need a snake. What's the point of having a snake anyway? They don't feel any affection towards you. That's selfish, you know? Why do you need them to feel affection towards you? You could just take care of them. Because people think it's cool. Yeah, I think they just own it because it's cool. I don't think they're expecting reciprocal attraction. Or not attraction, affection. How high can I jump? Probably not very high. Let's be real. Not very high. Cats don't feel affection yet people still have them. Yeah, I'm not about like personifying animals, you know? I'm like for me it's like it doesn't really matter. Like if people have fun owning the pet and they take good care of it, like I don't really care. We just have the leg muscles required for jumping. You'll be glad to know that we did a lot of like arm and leg workouts yesterday, and I'm like dying. My lats hurt. My legs are mostly okay, but like my lats and my abs are killing me. But my legs were very tired from a long time after dancing. How many milk crates can you jump over? Could I jump over? Like in what way? Like just straight up and landing on my feet, or like high jump? Like is it like a high jump style jump? If the animal doesn't enjoy your company, it might as well be in the wild. I guess so. I don't agree with having animals that like would be very unhappy in captivity, you know? Cat's got the Egyptian ruling mindset. True. Our workouts are in sync. Great. Remember when you didn't know what lats even are? I've come a long way. My Pilates instructor is very proud of me. She's like, engage your lats, and I can do it right away. I could do it right away. Because before it would take me like the whole session to engage my lats once, you know? Cats are probably the only rodent I wouldn't want as a pet. I don't think cats are rodents. I don't think they qualify. Found my workout buddy if I ever visit Canada. Unless you want to... I have private training. So I've never been to the gym. So count me out. You returned from your Genshin? Welcome back. And welcome in, Raymond. How are you? You wanna do the Pokemon game? Okay, what any Pokemon suggestions? We just did Kadabra, and it had a bit of a struggle with Kadabra. What are we thinking? Gen 1 only. It's Kanto only. Let's see. I don't know if I'm like I like animals, to be fair, but I don't think I want like a responsibility of a pet, you know? White humanoid Pokemon. Sorry, what? White humanoid Pokemon? Like Mr. Mime? Is that what you mean? Mewtwo. Oh. Okay, let's go with Mewtwo. I guess Mewtwo is pretty humanoid. Wait, he's not in here. Oh no, he is. Sorry, he is. I'm lying. You love my family's dogs, but I never get one for yourself. Yeah, I love my dog, of course, but like I wouldn't want like the responsibility of I wouldn't want the responsibility of a dog right now in my life, you know? Mewtwo the Caucasian. He's out here like what's super white? He's out here not putting seasoning on his food, like calling the cops. Okay, I wasn't gonna go there. Not jaywalking. I don't think it's a white thing to not jaywalk. I've definitely seen a lot of white people jaywalking. Okay. I don't know this. Okay, you know what? Well, it's fine. Good call, Dub, but the not jaywalk. Do you not jaywalk? Is jaywalking a non-white thing?
want me
Okay.
to guess? Say okay when you're ready.
Okay.
Super. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Answer yes, no, or I don't know. You can also say
I don't
it
know.
depends.
like
Does
the
your
voice
Pokemon
crack.
have legs?
Yes.
Interesting. Does it have spots?
No.
I see. Does your Pokemon have a tail?
Yes. Yes.
Aha. Does it have one or several horns?
Yes.
Okay. Did your Pokemon evolve from another Pokemon?
No.
That's what I thought. Is your Pokemon more than 3 feet tall?
Yes.
Just a few more questions now. Is it a dual type?
No.
Interesting. Is your Pokemon a normal type?
No.
I see. Is there a flame burning at the tip of your Pokemon's tail?
No.
Aha. Does your Pokemon have stripes?
No.
Okay. Oh, I think I know. Something tells me you were thinking of Mewtwo. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it mainly yellow?
Okay, he guessed it, but he didn't understand me. You're from India. What is falling traffic rules? Fair enough, fair enough. The Pokeballs from Walmart are hilarious. Yes, yes, it is from Walmart. And welcome in. So, is this like Pokemon Akinator? It is, it is. It's exactly what it is. The Pokeball wasn't able to guess my Pokemon 2 times before I gave up. Sometimes you have to answer, like, it gets very confused by, like sometimes it's like a vague answer and it could get confused or just mishears you. Sometimes it just completely mishears you. And welcome in Thunder. English only in chat, please. Yeah, it's definitely not as smart as Akinator. Akinator's very good at guessing. This Pokeball is questionable at best at guessing. And the voice recognition is not the best. It's a $15 toy from Walmart. So it's maybe not has the best hardware in it, you know? It's confused by a lot of things. I think it doesn't know certain really specific details. And sometimes you have to follow the field guide specifically because like if you use your own Pokemon knowledge, it might not be like this is like specifically Gen 1 knowledge, right? So like if something changed, if something changed like later, like someone became like a dual type or something, then you also have to take that into account. You can play Miju in Akinator. I don't think I'm an Akinator. The Pokeball is pretty funny to play around with. It is. You can't understand Miju's iconic lisp. Yeah, I didn't realize my lisp was so strong until I listened back to my Pokeball clip, and I was like, yes. And I was like, okay, my lisp is kind of strong. Because I mean, the hardware is still pretty good. Yeah, it's fun. And I dropped on the floor a few times, so, you know, fair enough. But, like, when I first bought this, it was like, say okay when you're ready. Say okay when you're ready, because it was in demo mode, but it wouldn't turn off. I was walking around Walmart, and it was still going. And then I was driving home, the whole way home. It was saying that from the trunk of my car. And I was like, what the hell is wrong with this thing? It was a bit of a disaster. It was scary. It was just like speaking to me. Gotta follow the guide, so I didn't work for it. Yeah, really, I gotta follow the guide. I followed the guide because I don't know the answers, but I think if the guide has wrong information, the Pokeball will have wrong information as well, so you have to be careful about that. It's kind of fun. Who wants to hear a joke? Depends on the joke. Whenever someone asks that, I'm scared, you know? I'm like, what is the joke? What is the joke? It's funny if you try to turn on 2 or more of those Pokeballs at the same time. They get annoying and awkward pretty quickly. They are. I mean, like, any demo thing at the store is so annoying. Like, when the toys go off at the store. You know, the ones that just go off when you walk past them? So annoying. He thinks you're Morgan Stark. Probably because I said you're related to Marvel. I'm not related to... In what way am I related to Marvel? Aside from, like, watching Marvel movies. Would you say that's related to Marvel? You know? I don't think it's accurate. Um, remember the large plastic Yoshi toy that sings the Yoshi story song? I've never encountered that. I don't frequent the toy aisle. I only went there just for like just to get this. Well, let's try again. Say you're not related to Marvel. Thank you, thank you. I really enjoyed the song, the full Korean one. First full Korean one in a while. Yes, yes. I love this one. It took a while. It grew on me because I'm a big fan of Hongdae R&B, and so it's very different. But I like this one a lot. Should I meet the girl in the black latex suit thing in Marvel? Black Widow? Me? Or Morgan Stark? Just go to the toy aisle to buy your student stuff if I get that random urge. Yeah, I was looking around for some like fun stuff I could do in like for some fun stuff I could do on stream. Well, I was like having a cooking stream. Or I can't remember what the occasion was, but I found this toy and I thought it was fun. Black Widow. Who reminds you of Black Widow? Are they not in all black latex? Are they not all in black latex suits? No, sometimes they're different colors. You know, they're all skin tight, but they're all in different colors. Have you ever solved a murder? Can't say I have. Does it count in a video game? Me? In what way am I like Black Widow? You know, I frequently engage in espionage. I have red hair. All these things. Yeah, people frequently mistake me for Scarlett. What's her name? Scarlett Johansson. It's common. You relate more to Nick Fury. Yeah, fair enough. My favorite is, I mean, you guys know my favorite Marvel character is Scarlet Witch. I do love her. To the punchline right away. I'm kind of concerned about the joke. Is it an appropriate joke? Of course you're mistaken for Scarlett Johansson your age. Oh right. I forgot. Did you play like a Japanese person? She's famously Asian, right? It's an innocent joke. Okay. What is the joke? What is the joke? What do you call a mom that's short? Scarlet Witch Vision on your OTP. Yes, I love them. I loved WandaVision. It's like my favorite Marvel thing. A minimum. Okay. Okay. That is an innocent joke, you're right. That's the one praise I will give you. Yeah, Scarlett Johansson played that. Probably the highest paid East Asian actress. Scarlett Johansson, let's go. We love representation. And welcome in, Potato. Hello, fellow Canadian. How are you? How's the weather on the East Coast? And never telling jokes again. I'm sorry, man. I'm sure someone appreciated it. Played a live action anime character who's Japanese. Yeah, I remember that. It was like, what was it? Ghost in the Shell? Chikana would have watched that movie. Yeah, Chikana loves that movie. Maybe the movie itself was good. Like, just because it was questionable casting doesn't mean the movie itself wasn't good, you know? It's nice. It's 9. Okay, that's not too bad. It's like reaching 20 here in Vancouver over the weekend, which is crazy. But I've not seen that movie. I'm sorry. Vancouver's become Honolulu. Honestly, yeah, it really has. Only weebs would know about Ghost in the Shell. Of course. It's reaching 20. That's almost summer weather. It is. It went straight from like 0 degrees and like it went straight to like 20, which is like insane. How's Vancouver? Right now, very nice. It's beautiful right now. I'm a big Vancouver fan. As you guys know, I defend my city. I'm not patriotic, but I like the city a lot. Was Vancouver supposed to be a cold city? No, it has a pretty mild climate. You don't know weeb Danella here. Yeah, you can't. You know, Chikana will just straight up be like, yeah, I'm a weeb. You know. Only weebs would know the main inspiration for the highest grossing action film of the 90s. What's the highest grossing action film of the 90s? You've never been there, but I played the the Winter Olympic Super Mario game. Same thing. Yeah, that's basically the same thing as visiting. It's definitely a rainy city. You've been stuck here in Toronto ever since you migrated here? I mean, do you like Toronto? It sounds like maybe you don't because you said you're stuck there. But maybe you like it. Last action here. I don't know the highest grossing action film in the 90s. I don't know what it is. Terminator? Oh, what's that movie? Die Hard? Is that from the 90s or from the 80s? It was from the 80s. Very diverse and fun. Yeah, yeah. Fair enough. Die Hard is 90s too. My guess is Die Hard. But I actually have no idea. I'm probably missing a very big movie that I forgot about. Mad Max. I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out. We had to hear from the head weeb about the this weeb history. All of Canada outside of Vancouver, Victoria is a frozen wasteland. I mean, kind of, yeah. But some places are more frozen wasteland than others. Like where Chris lives, like in like the more like middle to like like the kind of like east of the middle of Vancouver, or not Vancouver, of Canada is quite cold. And like so like the middle areas of are extra cold, but the east coast is still quite cold. You're a nightclub photographer and a chef, so you're pretty much slaving away. Dang. Sounds like you're working hard. Mad Max was 80s. I have no idea then, I'm sorry. I'm not a good movie history person. Okay, give me a few minutes. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Enjoy the Malomart. We all love it. Okay, one sec. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Didn't British Columbia get all the snow this year and they're not prepared because it usually doesn't snow there? The last couple winters we've been getting like some snow, like just like suddenly, and the entire city does completely shut down when it snows. Last year there was like a few centimeters of snow, and then like people were stuck in traffic for like 10 hours, like trying to get home on like their normally like 30-minute commute, and it was like a disaster. And welcome in, Ken. How are you? Wait, so what was the 90s what was the highest grossing 90s action film, Yokomoto? We're all waiting. We need to know what it is. You're doing good. I'm glad. I feel like the lighting is so weird because like it's so light out. I need to like fix my lighting. No, now that there's like light coming from the window, you know? I wish I could like face the window, you know? So I could have the natural light like coming in like towards me, but like my apartment is not set up for that, so I can't do that. You never seen snow here, but you survived high tide season? That's good, that's good. Just finished building a new cube shelf. Like the IKEA ones that are like the cube. But yeah, I hate building furniture, so GG's. My day's going pretty well. I had a pretty relaxing morning. I did my chores as usual. Sci-fi action. The Matrix! Oh. Of course, The Matrix. I forgot about that. We missed the really obvious one. Is Vancouver fun to visit? Yeah, I would say so. I think it's especially good if you like outdoorsy things. Like if you like hiking, you like going on the water and doing like kayaking and like or skiing or like like outdoorsy things. I think it's Vancouver's ideal for that. But even if you don't, then I think there's some fun stuff to do. It's very beautiful. Like the nature is very beautiful. Ghost in the Shell served as the main inspiration for it. Oh, okay. You're busy peeling your egg. Understandable. But you just dropped like a fun fact and then didn't tell us the answer, you know? You're eating curry ramen right now and it's the best thing ever? What? That sounds delicious. I accidentally nailed through the veneer, but it's okay. I covered it with the cube drawer. Nice. That's how you do it. I think I did that by accident to my my IKEA shelf as well. Like my TV stand, I think I nailed through the wrong part of it. But it's okay. You say that, but you refuse to go cross-country skiing with me? Because cross-country skiing is hard. But I would be willing to try it once. I'd be willing to try cross-country skiing one time. But it just sounds very tiring. One day Miju will play Twilight Princess and understand why that's my reaction to Malomart theme. Well, isn't Mallow like a shrewd business? I don't want to say man, business baby. Well then it's not for me because on 2020 I had a intracranial aneurysm. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know. What kind of stuff do you like doing on vacation then? Because I don't think Vancouver is like. I mean, maybe it's just because I like live here. But like in my opinion, there's not like a whole like there's other places I think will be better that are more like city activities, you know? But I don't know. Cause like here, if I'm like showing someone around, I would generally take them to like more like pretty places and like looking at views and stuff. Like exploring through. Okay, but to be fair, Vancouver food is so good. We have so much good food here, and like it's very like multicultural. If you like Asian food, especially, we have like so much. Like Vancouver food is top tier. It's kind of like like LA sort of that kind of like it's just like a lot of like diversity in food. I would say primarily Asian food, but there is like other types of food as well. It's okay, just cheap furniture. Yeah, exactly. I went to IKEA this week actually. I just need like a few like small things. I'm pretty much my apartment's very small, so like I can't even fit any more furniture in it. I can't even fit any more furniture in it than I would even if I wanted to. So it's I'm pretty much done. He's a being of pure evil, Mallow. I mean, understandable. I think I just like the song, man. The song is good. Need your food tour by you dinner. I can recommend you some places. I can't. I don't think I will come, but I'll send you a list if you decide to come to Vancouver. IKEA meals are OP. Okay, true. IKEA meals, so good. It's so cheap too, you know. You're Asian Filipino. I mean, yeah. If you like Asian food, I can recommend you some places for sure. Do you like onions? Yes, of course. You can't ask a Japanese person if they like onions. There's like onions. There's like onions in every Japanese dish, you know? Your apartment isn't like super small, but you have roommates with a baby, so lots of space gets taken up by that. Yeah, fair enough. I luckily don't have roommates, which is great. I'm a very like introverted person, so I like having the whole space to myself. Did you get any meatballs or your IKEA? No, I already have some meatballs in the freezer. I don't go through them very fast, so it's okay. Imagine being Japanese and you end up being allergic to onions. That'd be a disaster. Like garlic for Koreans. True. Yeah, you can't be Korean and, you know, like not like garlic. That'd be a problem. Japanese loves onions, so I say negi a lot. Negi is actually green onion, specifically. But tamanegi is normal onion, like cooking onion. Speaking introverted, do you know any of your neighbors' names? No, like how would you even do that? You know, like unless we happen to be in the hallway at the same time, like it's not really like I've seen a couple of them, and I said hi, but I don't know much about them. Onion to Japanese, the same as garlic or rice to Asians. Wait, I seem like you're comparing one type of Asian to like all of Asia. I don't think that's how you compare it. Because I think Asians includes Japanese people. Your Korean teacher doesn't like garlic, and she studied there for years. Oh no, there's so much food with garlic. I mean, I have like a whole like tub of minced garlic because I cook a lot of Korean food. And like I'm very liberal with the garlic usage. Okay, so I do love garlic as well. Yeah, garlic is good. Garlic is just really good. If you don't have like the tub of like minced garlic, it's like pre-minced. It's so superior. Like you don't have to worry about like, you know, when you're peeling the garlic and then like the little skin like just didn't come off the garlic. You know, like oh, I never have to deal with that. I just use the pre-minced one. The more garlic, the better. Exactly. Yeah, there's some really good Korean food here. Just crunch it down a bit. Usually the skin comes off not easily. I'm just not good at peeling. Like I'm not good at peeling onion skin. I'm not good at peeling garlic skin. It just doesn't like come off cleanly for me. Soy, honey, garlic, true. You're making me hungry. Like I love a good. I always get the honey garlic fried chicken and then the spicy fried chicken. You just want both. But like garlic and onions, true. We're just all stinky people, aren't we? We're stinky people, but it's delicious, you know? If it makes your breath stinky, sign me up. Exactly. Look, if we're all stinky, then no one's stinky, so it's fine. I think it's better to stink from garlic and onions than it is to stink from like just being like sweaty, you know? I think there's a difference. What about Italian food? There's a lot of Italians here in Canada. We have some good Italian food, for sure. I don't know if there's that many Italians around. I'm not sure. I think there's definitely like a good number, but it's not like a lot. At least here, in Vancouver. You suspect your stomach is bad at dealing with onions, but what am I gonna do? Not eat onions? Yeah, how could you not eat onions? You like classic Korean fried chickens? Like you dip them and maintain the crunch? Yeah, fair enough. I don't usually get the classic crunchy one, but I'm not against it. I guess it's good because you can control the amount of sauce on it too. That might be nice. But I don't really care that much about I don't care that much about the crunch. Your KFC is Korean fried chicken? Yeah, I mean if you say KFC here in Vancouver, like most people would think Korean fried chicken. I don't even know where there is like a Kentucky fried chicken. Like it is not. I don't think it's very popular. Did KFC fall off? Um. Um. What? What is that sentence, Yokomoto? Who's he? Who is he? Akinator? I don't know about that, man. I would not listen to Akinator. I don't think he knows me. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, onions are just good. Like if you just like caramelize onions, like they just like I feel like a lot of times like you don't really think about like just eating onions on like their own or whatever. But yeah, they're just very sweet. There's still KFC in Toronto, but people usually avoid it. Especially there's like Popeyes or Jollibee. Yeah, exactly. I don't think KFC is very popular. Akinator thinks he likes sweets. Yeah, Akinator is being weird because that is definitely not true. Eating a raw onion like an apple. Okay, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. You gotta cook it to get the sweetness out, you know? Bob onion soup is my go. Oh, that sounds delicious. I don't think I've ever had that. But welcome in, snipers. There's a Jollibee in Milan, but you never tried it. I might go for it one day. We have Jollibee here, but it was like really busy when it first opened. I haven't gone yet. Is a character from Japanese anime and has to date? Yes. No. I think you misrepresented me to Akinator. That's why I answer like that. You could definitely eat onion like an apple. Do it. I dare you. Okay. I will speak Japanese, but I think I broke my. Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. じゃあ、マエストロのために日本語喋ります。でも、みんな変なこと言わないでください。本当に。もう今日は、なんか、2人ぐらいなんか、なんていうかもうたまらないと思うから、変なこととか、余計なこと言わないで。ジョリビー、ジョリビーは本当に美味しいと聞いたけど、あんまり、日本語で、なんていうの？フィリピン？日本語でフィリピンの食べ物、ここで、待って、なんていうの？フィリピンの食べ物あんまり食べてないから、ジョリビーに行きたいんだけど、ちょっと場所が、なんか、あんまりきっとダウンタウンにあるから、きっとダウンタウンにあるから、普通ダウンタウン行かないから食べたことないと思う。でも結構人気だと思う。Okay, I'm done. Yeah, I know. I didn't know how to say Philippines in Japanese. Suddenly all the weaves come out. Yeah, the first thing I said in Japanese was "Don't be weird." I was like, I was just like, kind of like questioned today, you know? Yeah, like I'm like I don't want the weaves to come out. Don't want the weaves like as long like you can be a weeb like on your own, but like just don't be weird, you know? Like, but yeah, it's I was saying I want to try Jollibee. Don't be a weird weeb. Yeah, don't be weird to me, okay? Like people are just weird because I'm Japanese, but it's like, you know, I'm just a person, you know? Like you don't need to like boil people down to certain characteristics, you know? My show has never been over 100 channel points. Probably. Well, no. My show is always redeeming the Pokemon game. Questioned about what? Wait, sorry, what did I say? Say all the weirdness, but yeah, you could be weird to people in VR chat because they signed up for that, okay? I did not. Master is the opposite of me. You never use channel points. Yeah, what are you gonna redeem? Use something from a Just Dance redeem last week and it still hurts. anything for Chase Launch, right? Which is fair enough. Fair enough. I've been waiting for the Farina cosplay. I've been waiting for the Farina cosplay to release because they said it's on pre-sale right now, but I don't want to buy it until it's like on like actually sale. So they said late March. So I'm like waiting for the Farina cosplay. So hopefully I can do that. Hopefully I can do that eventually. Maybe I should save the Farina. Maybe I should save the Farina story quest for that. Did I miss some tea? No, you didn't miss some tea. I'm just saying, I'm just cautious of that in general, you know? Sometimes people are a little weird. But that's just normal Twitch stuff, you know? Studying Japanese next year, the second language in uni, but I don't understand a word. I was speaking very basic Japanese, by the way, because I have like the vocabulary of a toddler. So yeah, good luck. But if you're just starting, like if you're saying you're starting, I don't really expect you to understand anything. You don't blame me. They're probably gonna be weird regardless if people were Japanese. Yeah, no, I 100% agree. There's a lot of people who are weird. That has nothing to do with me being Japanese. Like they're just weird because like they've never spoken to a woman before. Or like, you know, they're just like weird, right? But sometimes you get a specific brand of weirdness, you know? Sometimes there's a specific brand of weirdness from weaves. You didn't answer anything weird with the answer stories, guys. Yeah, fair enough. Miju is Japanese. I am. But I was raised in Canada. So I'm like I was never lived in Japan. Imagine not knowing how to speak to a woman, not literally any different than talking to a guy. I know. Some people are just that's the other thing too. Like same with like being Japanese or like anything like that. Like it's weird to like it's you should just treat everyone like another human being, you know? Rather than like attributing certain characteristics to them or like, you know, treating them differently because of their gender or like their nationality or whatever. So it's like, yeah, it's like just talk to everyone like normally, like just just talk to everyone as if they're just another person, you know? Like treat everyone with respect. You tune back in, and why do I feel attacked for being weird? Well, if you just tuned back in, I don't think you did anything. We are 2 guys out of 100 people in a class. We skipped that first step. Wait, what? You mean the Japanese class? The rest of your class are just weebs. You're the only 2 non-weebs. That's what it is. Japanese people are friendly and the society over there is well organized. What? What? I mean, okay, to be fair though, Japanese people are very polite. I think it's just like obviously there's cultural differences. Japanese people are polite, but that doesn't mean like they can't be like bad, you know, like or like mean or anything like that. But there's just a layer of politeness over everything, right? Even if they're being like xenophobic, there's a layer of politeness over it that is sometimes not understandable, you know, or no, like sometimes it's like you just can't understand like the underlying what they're like the reading between the lines, I guess. Don't be weird to meet you because you're Japanese. Just be weird in general. Exactly. Thank you. Yeah, don't be weird to me for any particular reason. You know, like if you're gonna, that's that. I mean, that's the same with anything. You know, like if you're gonna bully someone, don't bully them over like their race or like their gender. Just bully them to the core of their being, you know? Pro tip from me. There's no trash cans everywhere in Japan. No, there isn't. That's not even a good thing though. I think it's a terrible thing. I think it's a terrible thing. Like, because like you just have to carry your trash around until you get home. You know? Like there should be trash cans. But like I don't like that thing. I don't like that aspect. You burned your tongue a bit on your curry ramen? How's this still hot? 2 boys and about 98 girls, 100% course, so we should be around that number. In your Japanese class, really? Damn. But like, I've had the opposite experience. I've had the opposite experience. I study computer science, so your eggs came out perfect, such easy peel. A hard-boiled egg? Hard-boiled egg? There were no bins in London for many years because the IRA used to put bombs in them. Oh. Okay, I don't think Japan does that for that reason. Surely. I guess at least Japan is really clean. Japan is very clean. I'll give it that, yeah. I don't say anything weeb stuff to Mija because I remember you telling me once you aren't into anime. Yeah, I don't watch anime, so it's not. I wouldn't like. You can tell me, but like I won't be like, oh, I watched that too. You know, like it's not a common interest. People use canals as trash cans here, but we have trash cans. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think littering is so annoying. I don't really understand why people do it. Cause like for me, it just feels so wrong. Like I've never like thrown garbage on the ground, like just outside, but like that just feels so wrong to me. Just like throw garbage on the ground, you know? You're in Korean studies major. That's cool. That's cool. Maybe all the Korea boos are female. I don't know. You don't say weave stuff to Mija because I don't know any weave stuff. We are not the same. They're going flexing. You called the cops if I saw someone litter. They're going with Pappy on the back. White people behavior. Apparently. But like, okay, not jaywalking is white people behavior, but not littering is like Asian people behavior. Like, what's up with that? No littering in Tokyo, which is a fine. I mean, I'm pretty sure littering is illegal everywhere. It's just not very enforced. Like, I think it's just not like normal to litter. But I've never seen anyone get fined. Tell that to all the cigarette butts, okay? In the US, it's not really? I swear it's illegal here. But like, no one ever really gets fined for it, I'm pretty sure. Cause like, how would you know that they did it? They're not like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, I don't think it's like a good thing here. Like, it's not like it's not like allowed technically. You can't imagine how the class reacted when Korean exchange students came to our Korean history class. The teacher was annoyed too. Oh god, I don't even want to know. Yeah, cause like people like I don't know, like it's the same with like Korea boos to Korean people. They treat like Korean people as like not like as people, you know, which is not good. Which is not good. Hopefully they grow out of it. Spring only starts on Wednesday, spreading misinformation. No, don't report me. Welcome in Alpha. Tell that to the 20-degree weather out here, okay? We should definitely a Korea boom. I wouldn't say so. I'm not going around calling random people oppa, you know, like what is spring? It will come, don't worry. Take what she says with a grain of salt. I'm very misinformed, you're right. I didn't hear about the groundhog, I'm sorry. But my title does not say it's finally spring. It says it's finally spring weather, does it not? Yeah, it says finally spring weather. I debated which one I should put, but then I was like, I'll say it's spring weather because I want to clarify that it's weather. It's 6 degrees. Let's go. Let's go. Basically summer for you, probably. But yeah, okay, these days I am a bit, guys know I've been like getting more and more jaded with K-pop, but I still like a lot of K-pop. Like I've been enjoying Wendy's new album and some, yeah, just I do enjoy it, but I'm still like, I don't know. I'm very critical of it. I see the Quebec summer is like 30 degrees and full of mosquitoes. Ew. Um, Me being America being confused by the temps measurement. Too bad, too bad. It's not my fault. It's not our fault. You used the wrong temperature measurement. I like chill, but it's beautiful. You're ready for the heat and humidity. Oh God, I'm not ready. There's a Korean restaurant here in Oppa. Here called Oppa. Your history teacher wrote on Instagram. A bit weird name, but not bad. Oh God. Yeah, that's a bit of a cringe name, You like, I don't know who those people are. I'm sorry. Sounds like people, but I don't know any. I have no context on this. Yeah, I am a Korean food enjoyer as well, but like, I think it's also because like, it's just easy to cook. It's just easy to cook. And like I go to the Korean store often because like a lot of like Japanese ingredients are at the Korean store. Um so like I'm going there anyway, so I may as well get Korean ingredients. Japanese 80s singers. What do you mean no way? I do not know them, I'm sorry. I don't know everything, You're a kimchi enjoyer. I don't really know any other Korean food. I mean, kimchi is like, if you like kimchi, like there's a lot of Korean dishes that are kimchi based. That's why I like cooking with kimchi because it's so easy. Because the kimchi provides like all the flavor, so like you don't have to worry about like seasoning stuff yourself. It's just like it's just the kimchi. You had Korean barbecue the other day, and never in my life I thought I would hate an all-you-can-eat restaurant. You didn't like it? It's just meat, man. Do you not like meat? Have you ever had kimchi daikon? You want to try it so bad. Kimchi daikon is superior. The cube one, um, the cube one is like the best. Asphalt Lady is a modern hit, best Japanese song. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm not that. I didn't grow up in Japan or live in Japan, so I'm not that in tune with like that kind of stuff, like pop culture. Um, Not like kimchi. It's like kimchi, not just pickled. Yeah, yeah. I have that all the time. It's good. It's good. That one. That's. I like that more than the cabbage kimchi. It's my favorite. Food coma. Oh, okay, okay. Now we get you. I love, yeah, Korean barbecue is delicious. Draconian highly disapproves. We know anything about Korean culture besides soju and new jeans. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. But no, that radish kimchi is so good. Haven't had a Korean buffet in a while. What's Korean buffet? You mean Korean barbecue? Or is it like a buffet of Korean food? But like, yeah, there's a lot of really good Korean restaurants around. So I've had my fair share of stuff. But yeah, so I don't go out to eat much though. I usually make food at home. And all you can eat is really waste on me because I can eat like very little food at once. Like I have such a small appetite. Like all you can eat is like completely wasted on me. I don't usually go for that. Yeah, so but yeah, I just usually cook like Japanese food, or I usually cook some Korean food. That's about it. Maybe a Thai curry once in a while. What's your go-to comfort food? Japanese curry. At H Mart, they had a lychee salsa. It looked really tasty. I love lychee. Lychee's so good. But lychee, like actual lychee, like the fruit here, is so expensive. I wanna just like peel some lychee at home and eat it. You know, it's so expensive. I'll say buffets are very hit or miss. You prefer single serving made fresh, not sitting under a warmer. I agree. I agree. And like ever since COVID, I'm like really kind of like freaked out by food that's just like sitting out in the open. I'm really not a fan of it because I'm like, someone might have sneezed on this, you know? Like I just can't deal with it now. But Korean barbecue is not like that. It's like all you can eat, but they bring it to you, right? It's like it's not like sitting out there because it's like raw meat, obviously. You just eat pasta, stereotypical life of an Italian. I went to Italy last year and the food was so good. The food was so good. I'm not usually like a I'm not usually like a white people food enjoyer, but Italian food, I make exception. Also, when I was in Greece as well, Greek food is really good. And welcome in Dijon. How are you? Yeah, pasta's good. Pasta's good. I had like that proper like seafood pasta, delicious. Italian food is on another level. Italian food is just like I feel like it's just like everyone will like it, you know? How that turns me off now too. Stranger's germ just lingering around the food. Exactly, exactly. I'm like really not into open like food that's like sitting out in the open anymore. Um, not that I like frequented buffets, but they just seem really like unsanitary. I think it's better if like they're like behind the counter and they like serve it to you. But I don't know. Sometimes it's like it's okay, but I'm a bit like germophobic now, you know. So I'm like, oh, like I'm like, oh, it's just, like sometimes it grosses me out to eat that. Me Joe's hanging around the buffets. I'm not a buffet enjoyer. Um, One of the most basic cuisines that has strong flavor. Italian cuisine. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I think like out of all the European countries, I think I would probably go back to Italy because I feel like there was more to see, and I should have I could see more of Italy and eat more food. COVID birth so many germaphobes, honestly, same. I like come home and I'm like, I just feel like everything is dirty, you know? Like I wash my phone case very often now. Um, every time I like touch a package, I'm like if I pick up like my Amazon package, I'm like, how many people touch this? You know, like it's just like I'm just not. I'm like quite. I'm a lot more germophobic now. Great food, terrible drivers. Really? I didn't experience this. I didn't drive around too much. The I got like a taxi from the airport. Seemed fine. Seemed fine, but the guy, his car was like 40 degrees. I was like, bro, like do you not want to turn on the AC in your car? Like, aren't you dying? You know? But he did not. Maybe he's just trying to save money. But I was like, you must be dying in here. We took a cab in Florence once. And I thought I was gonna die. But that's like I think that's the universal thing. Like all taxi drivers drive like maniacs. You know? Um, you still wash and sanitize my hands like 100 times a day and clean everything touched a lot. Yes, my hands are so dry because I wash my hands so much. So many spots I need to visit for Mexico City. There are really famous museums there, and the second best museums in North America. Damn. Okay. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoy. I'm sure you'll have a great time. You thought Italians would be good drivers with Lambo and Ferrari? I don't think it's I don't think good car manufacturing necessarily indicates good drivers. You know. Um, every time I'm on my father's car, it's like a 50-50 life or death. Oh no. Italian's also very loud, used to the calm and quiet of Scandinavia. That's true, that's true. It was very lively, for sure. Um, Not good driving, they just go fast in a straight line. Who needs to turn the car? Just drive in a straight line. Who needs a steering wheel, you know? EU residents always clowning on each other. Yeah, I'll never understand the intricacies of all the EU country rivalries and relationships. Or the European, sorry, not EU. Taxis in Mexico City are sometimes sus because some taxis can be scams, but it is worth using Uber. Yeah, fair enough. I'm most worried about getting scammed in a taxi. But I'm like, you know what? As long as I get there safely, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I found out that Norway doesn't use euros. Yeah. And so I had no idea that you guys didn't use euros. I thought just everyone uses that, you know? But I was mistaken. I just learned so many things about Europe. They use pesos. Oh, everyone knows that. Okay, yeah. Sweden and Denmark, who are in the EU, also don't use euros. What? They're in the EU and they don't use euros. I don't. I will never understand this. Yeah, but the UK is definitely like I knew that I knew the UK was not in the EU. Yeah. I was already aware of that. I just had no idea about Norway. Cuz when we were arranging like payments and stuff, I was like I think I mentioned like euros. And then the Cody was like I don't use euros. I was like, "Oh." Okay. The European Union is quite complicated sometimes. Sounds like it. I just thought like it was all the same, you know? Um Yeah, the first because then it's also it's also confusing because like you can shorten Europe in general to EU, right? But like it's not the EU, like the European Union. It's just Europe, you know? It's confusing. Have you ever been to London? I have. I have. There's also Schengen. Yeah, like the zone where you don't need the passport. It's all over the place. Heard Heathrow Airport's really big and pretty difficult to figure out. Heathrow is pretty big, but man, the worst one was the Paris one. The Paris airport was terrible. It was way too big. And then also like Amsterdam airport was big, but I think it's like it was very efficient. I didn't have an issue there, but I did have an issue with the Paris airport. I did not like it. But Heathrow is always like a disaster. You know, it's just a very busy airport. Norway, along with our non-EU buddies, Iceland, Switzerland, and I don't know how to pronounce that, are all part of the Schengen. Oh, so you're not in the EU, but you're part of the Schengen like zone. Very confusing. There's a lot of overlap. There's like the people who are in the EU, the people who use euros, and the people who use who are all in the Schengen like group. But they're like all like overlapping, but they're not all the same. Charles de Gaulle, yeah. I just say CDG. It's easier. And then people don't flame me for my French pronunciations. Incheon Airport was fun. You kept asking in Korean for Subway. Like the Subway or like the restaurant? And then you said Subway. So you're saying that you know, okay, I've heard that like okay, at least in Japan, like people will like you like like a non-Japanese person, like a white person or something, will like speak to a Japanese person in Japanese, and then the Japanese person will like be like, "Oh, sorry, I don't speak English," but they're like speaking Japanese. And I'm like, apparently, like this happens like frequently to people who are like foreigners living in Japan. They just like they don't even like listen to what they're saying. They're just like, "Oh, sorry, no English, no English." But then like even if the person the foreigner is speaking Japanese to them, or maybe their Japanese is just so bad that they didn't understand what they're saying, you know? But I think even if their Japanese is good, they might then still be like, no, sorry. It's not about whether you speak Japanese, it's about like whether you are Japanese, you know? Um, we assume your French pronunciation is scuffed anyway because you're Canadian. True, true. It's just my Canadian accent, you know? My Quebec accent. We assume your French pronunciation is scuffed anyway. Oh, sorry, we just read that. Me just French is a few tiers beyond below authentic. What do you mean? My French is perfect. You speak Korean up to a point. Yeah, I think sometimes people just have like they just see a foreigner and they're just like, I can't speak English, and then they panic, right? I don't really understand the thought process, but I'm assuming it's something like that. Maja Miju visits Tokyo and gets invited to a Japanese game show. What? You have strange fantasies, Maestro. I would not want to go on there. Quebec accent. Yeah, that's me. That's me. Miju on Silent Library. Is that even still airing? There's no way. But yeah, it's I mean, maybe I would be on TV just for my family because they would be excited, you know. The one game show where you gotta form into a shape is so funny. Oh god, I feel like I would like struggle though, because I feel like I would accidentally be rude, you know, because I don't know, like I think the way you talk on like TV is very different. So I feel like I would just like not know. Yeah, like my show's weird situations. Where did you even come up with that? It's just out of nowhere. A grown woman speaks like an 8-year-old. No. I just have to tell them. I just have to tell them I'm from Canada, and they'll be like, "Oh, kakoi." That's I 100% do pull the gaijin card immediately. Because they think they're like, "What's wrong with this woman?" Like they're like, "What's wrong with this girl?" And then like I tell them I'm Japanese, and they're like, "Wow, wait." Or I tell them I'm Canadian. They're like, "Whoa, you speak English? No way." And then I'm cool, you know. Um, So I'm like, thank you. And then they're like they first thought of me like very lowly, but then suddenly they're like, oh wow, okay. um. And then their expectations of my Japanese drop to zero. So then anything I say in Japanese, they're like, whoa, your Japanese is so good. I'm like, thank you. You know, they just have as long as you tell them you're a foreigner, they have zero expectation of you. So it's perfect. Speaking of weird imaginations, the other day I jumped Miju beat me in Pogo PvP and I was molding. That would never happen. You know I don't know my type advantage. You know I don't know my type advantages. What if an American speaks Japanese and was born in the U.S.? Like a non-Japanese American? It depends on the person. Like I said, like some people like will literally like even if you are speaking Japanese to them, they'll just see that you're a foreigner and they will be like they'll just be like, "Oh, I can't speak English," or they'll try to speak English to you. Like even if you do speak Japanese like clearly. Yeah, cuz all like not that they'll never accept you, but like kind of. Um it's just weird. I don't really understand. Like I didn't know that people like obviously I've never had that experience cuz like I look Japanese. But like yeah, it's definitely strange. I never really thought about someone doing that, but I was like, okay, fair enough. But it is kind of like it is kind of bad because, like, you know, some people are like even if they lived in Japan for like 20 years, you know, like some people will probably still try to speak English to them, you know. And people said like even people who are like citizens or residents, like they'll go to like say like the Nintendo store, and then they'll be like, oh like, um, they'll be like, oh sorry, we don't have an English cashier. Like you need to go to the English cashier to like the tax-free one, you know. And even if you're like say you're like a white passing half Japanese person or something like that, so it's like it's definitely they make a lot of assumptions, I guess. When they talk about you and then you're like, I understand everything. I don't have that experience. I read there are bars that don't accept white people. Yeah. There's definitely like bars and restaurants and stuff that are like no foreigners allowed. Which is kind of rude. White people are just I think it's just foreigners, yeah. That'd be kind of weird if they're like, oh, no white people specifically, you know? You read TikTok videos where people say Los Angeles? What? Where people say Los Angeles? Like they just say the word Los Angeles. What are you talking about? And welcome in, Stevie. Thank you, thank you. I can finally wear short sleeves. It's nice. It's nice and warm. It would be kind of pissed. Oh God. They were just. Can you imagine? Maybe they would by accident and be like, "Oh no, white people." But they just let in every other race. I don't think Japan is that progressive yet. You still gonna go into the bar? Would you want it? But do you even want to go into a bar where they're like outright rejecting you? You know, like I would probably. Wouldn't you rather just like go to a different bar? You know, that wants you there. Because I feel like it's like I wouldn't want to like support a like xenophobic bar by like giving them money, you know. Oh, which one's going in the non-white bar, not the non-foreigner. Oh, okay, sorry. I got them mistaken, you know, as as you do. And it's kind of funny because like they wouldn't. I guess it depends if there's like someone at the door, like letting you in. But like if you're just walking in, if you were like Korean, they wouldn't know. Unless you walked in like speaking Korean, like they wouldn't know. Oh, okay. I'm going to the non-white bar. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. That'd be like, yeah, that'd be crazy. But yeah, they definitely have like non-foreigner bars and restaurants and then hotels. Sometimes it's like, oh, like we don't have an English menu or like we don't have English speaking employees or something like that. But then like I don't know, like even if you're willing to like speak like broken Japanese to them to like order, they still won't want to. And it's like, is it really about the language or is it about like the fact that they're foreign? Gonna lurk while I eat my ramen and do Genshin dailies. Enjoy. They quiz you on Japanese history and anime. There's no way. Then they're only letting in weebs. That's like a weeb bar. The top 3 weebs clean and chatter are me, Maestro, and Yokomoto. Are we all Mexican? Oh my god. Maybe there's a correlation, you know? You rather go to a tourist area than going to those places. Yeah, I feel like if a bar was like you can't come in because of your race, like I feel like I wouldn't want to go in that bar. Like I would not want to support that business. You just go somewhere else. In Mexico had vigils for the death of Akira Toriyama. They love Dragon Ball more than Japan. Oh, fair enough. It's valid. The non-foreigner rule is probably there to keep the weaves. Understandable, honestly. I would, if I had a bar in Japan, I would reject anyone wearing anime clothing. Okay? I'll be like, oh, like You have a shopping bag there? Can I look inside? If I see an anime figurine in there, you're not allowed in the restaurant. That'd be my rule. Akihabara is probably infested with leaves. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Like, I think you just have to go to like specific places, you know, like anime stores, the Square Enix Cafe, you know, like those places. That's where you find the weebs. Miju walking around with permanent sush on your face. It's fine in Japan. There's a lot more Japanese people than there are like weebs, you know. That big crosswalk is full of weebs. Right, right. I mean, like even in like the heart of Tokyo, it's still like 90% Japanese people. Like maybe in like a really touristy area, there's like 30-40% foreigners, but like there's still a lot of Japanese people, you know? We spend all the money on anime merch so they can't afford to go to Tokyo. No, I'm sure they budget it out, you know? They prioritize going to Japan. Want me to go to Akihabara? You go to all the other places? I mean, yeah, you can't go to Akihabara every day, you'd be bored. The big crosswalks, the Coney wooden crosswalk, they go ahead. I mean, it's okay. It's a really big street though. If you tried to jaywalk that street, you would like die. You would like legitimately die if you tried to cross that street. But it's not like an easy street to cross. Be there following the rules. I mean, when you're in Japan, you should follow the rules, yeah. I mean, if you're in any like foreign country, you should like not be a nuisance, you know? And like you don't want to get arrested in a foreign country, so you gotta be careful. I am kind of scared of like Singapore though, because I know Singapore has like very strict laws, right? So like any country where like it's very easy to break laws, I'll be like freaked out, you know? I'll be like, what if I'm breaking a law? Like, like oh no, like I can't do that. I'll love to visit Hachi statue. It's literally right outside the Shibuya station. You will see it. Singapore sounds terrible to live in. It sounds scary, but I know it's like a very beautiful city. Singapore still has corporal punishment. They don't mess around. Yeah, yeah. I'm kind of scared of those kind of countries. In the old city of Venice, there are 49,000 inhabitants and more than 51,000 beds for hotels and Airbnb. So it's like mostly tourists. That's crazy. Costs like 100K a year to own a car. That's like buying like multiple cars a year, or like that's like buying like a Tesla every year. You know, that's crazy. Hachi's movie I watched was very sad. I can't watch that. I can't watch that. It will traumatize me. I can't watch sad dog movie. Okay. I refuse. Yes. I feel like it would just be so sad. How's the cannabis scene there? I'm not really the best person to ask. I don't smoke, but it's definitely very popular. If you walk around downtown, you will smell a lot of weed, and there's a lot of dispensaries around. So if you're into that, lot going on in Vancouver, yeah. Hachi's terrible. Never watch it. Yeah, I can't handle it. I can't handle it. If the dog doesn't live, I'm not. Yeah, I can't handle dog dying in movies. It's just too sad. You know, like 1 billion humans can die, but the dog is just too sad. Thank God Canada for legalizing weed. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, it was a while ago now, right? It's been like years. Yeah, it's definitely common here. John Wick is the best dog dying movie. I mean, John Wick is like John Wick is like your what I would do if my dog died, you know? Like or if someone killed my dog, I like it's like every dog owner can relate, you know? Like if someone murdered my dog, I would get my revenge, you know? Do you guys know spring, summer, autumn, winter, and spring? I don't know that movie. I'm sorry. The whole trilogy is about avenging his doggo. Worth exactly. John Wick is the best in giving justice. Yeah, whoever does that to your dog, I'm sure he deserves what's coming to him. I haven't watched John Wick, but I'm sure like anyone who would kill someone's dog, you know, like they had what's coming, you know, they had it coming. I was like, what is that saying? Trying to figure it out. I have not watched it though. I'm sorry. I need to get on that. It's been like 7 years, but I just found out like 3 years ago. Oh, you're a bit late to the party, I see. It's pretty silly, but definitely a good watch. I heard like the action choreography is very good. Getting wings, okay. Jealous. That's because Keanu Reeves is goated. Yeah, Keanu Reeves is pretty good. Kim Ki-duk is one of the best Korean movie directors. I believe you. But not everyone like follows that, you know? And you say you're jealous? Of course! Who wouldn't be jealous of wings? Except for Zirconian. Although I've had some Korean fried chicken, or like, it wasn't Korean fried chicken, it was Korean fried cauliflower, and it was so good. Like it was like Korean fried chicken, but like instead of chicken, it's cauliflower. It was really good. If you like particular movies. Wait, sorry, what's a particular movie? I could eat wings and rice every day. Vegan options are fire, not gonna lie. Some of them are really good. I could live an all vegan diet easily, okay. Zirconian is listening. The time getting pho, you'd be jealous of that too. Yeah, of course. Who would be not jealous of that? Even putting dogs down is heartbreaking. I mean, that's even more heartbreaking than a dog dying in a movie because that's like in real life. They give a dog a piece of chocolate when they do it because no dog should die before tasting chocolate. I don't think it's a like universal thing. Maybe some places do that, but I don't think it's like everywhere, you know? Maybe specific vet offices do that. Sounds like animal abuse in a sense. Yeah, it's not good for them. But I guess if they're dying anyway. But that's definitely not commonplace. Like the pickled radishes? Yes, pickled radish is so good. I just like radish in general. Radish is so good. Like the Asian style radish, not like the red radish. The red radish is really bitter. Not a fan. Drink this gasoline. Well, I'm sure it tastes good. I don't think it's gasoline. I think it's more like eating something you're allergic to, you know? I'm not sure though. Not a whole boiled radish? I mean, I would eat a whole boiled daikon radish. If it's in like a soup or something, you know? I like eating radish on its own. But not the bitter kind. Eat radish raw like an apple? What's with you and eating stuff raw like an apple? The only thing you should eat raw like an apple is an apple. Actually, no. You can eat like a pear. You can eat a pear like that. And then we call radishes daikon. There's like different types of radishes. Some radishes are like daikon radishes, and but there's also like, you know, the red ones, like the small red ones. Those are also radishes, right? But they're not daikon. You love pears? Yeah, pears are good. Also, have you guys? This is really weird. Like either you get it or you don't. Okay, like if you know, you know. Have you ever eaten like a kiwi, like an apple? Have you ever just bitten into a kiwi? It's actually not that bad. Cause you might think it's really gross because the skin is like fuzzy, But like it's actually good. It's actually totally fine. As long as the skin is not too hard. One of your childhood friends is a former, might still be raw vegan. Even as a normal vegan, I think it's taking it a bit too far. Yeah, I think it's just restricting yourself. Like, what is the advantage of the raw? Like, I understand the vegan part, but like, what is the advantage of raw? Like, did they think the vegetables will feel pain if you cook some? Like, you know? Yeah, so it's just weird. Yeah, oyakodon's so good. That's a easy meal for me. Usually scoop it out. I mean, yeah, like I would scoop it out, but like biting into it is not that bad, honestly. I'm a carb enjoyer. I don't have it in me to be a raw vegan. Yeah, carbs are so good. I agree. Yeah, I don't know. Like I feel like that's just like very restrictive, is it not? And like for no reason. Like surely there's no like maybe there's like health reasons, but like I don't think the cooking food is the issue, you know? Like I don't think cooking food is the issue. Or like you could still be healthy while still, like eating like cooked or processed foods. Um yeah, I don't know. Chicken fried rice. Chicken fried rice sounds good. He used to be a bit on the chubby side, but after became a Rastafari, yeah, and a raw vegan, he like hollowed out skinny. No way, it's healthy. Yeah, I guess he's not getting enough. He's not getting enough food, not getting enough nutrients, calories. Um, yeah, it's probably not worth. You know, I don't think I would be able to handle like cutting. Like I try not to like cut out too much like unhealthy food for me because like I'm already like on the verge of I'm probably underweight, but like I'm on the verge of like being like too underweight, you know. So like I'm not I'm not about to like restrict my diet, you know. I'd have to be very careful if I did that. But yeah, I kind of just eat everything, but like in moderation, you know. I don't like restrict anything. Meiji Gaines has to bulk up. Look, look, you wait, look. You can see like it goes up a little bit. Do you see? It's getting there. It's getting there. Yeah. Like before it was completely flat, and now like there's a bump. You know what I mean? I think it's the issue, especially for us in America, is moderation. Our portions are way too big. 100% agree. Yeah. Like the portions in America are stupid. Okay, like they're way too much for anyone. Honestly, like unless you're like The Rock, like it's way too much food. Um, for me, like as someone who's like been quite skinny all my life, like I think a really important thing is just moderation. Like you can eat sweets, you can eat sweets, you can eat unhealthy food, but like just you could like don't eat too much. Like just don't eat too much. Um Overweight has a different story. I mean like you don't want to be like overweight or underweight, you know, you want to be a healthy weight for you, you know? American portions are literally like twice as big as European. They're massive. American portions could feed me for like a week, you know? It's ridiculous. Even M&Ms, lock him in, Ricky. No. You have a free pass on M&Ms. Eat as much as you want. I'm gonna become sumo when I visit Japan. Let's be real. Yeah. I mean, like when I'm in Japan, like I literally, um, I'm such a small eater, and my family's like, why aren't you eating more? Like, do you not like this food? Like, you're eating so little, and I'm like eating as much as I can. I'm like literally eating like twice as much as I normally do, and I'm like just dying. I'm like trying to eat all this food, and they're like, oh, but I bought you this. Like, this is your favorite, and I feel bad if I don't eat it. So I'm like, oh, let me try and eat it. But I'm like dying. I'm actually like, I eat like crazy in Japan. Um, Everyone gonna ask if I visit all the landmarks and shrines. They just ate the whole trip. That's how you should go to Japan, in my opinion. The only thing I'd always upsize is McDonald's fries. Fair. I can't eat that much McDonald's fries at once, honestly. It's too salty. Yeah, we're doing well today, Ricky. Yeah, I think for me it's just like I think I just like naturally eat in moderation, you know? Even when I have like I eat a lot of sweets and stuff, but I eat sweets frequently, but I don't like overeat them, you know? Like maybe once in a while, yeah, I like eat like a bunch of cookies at once, but like it's not like a normal occurrence, you know? You had Mackey's a few weeks back. I actually had McDonald's yesterday, which is like the first time in like almost a year. I only have McDonald's like every like I usually have like McDonald's like every like 5 years. But it's not it's not a it's not that good. So you get McDonald's fries in Japan. What about the curry powder or nori flakes upon the flat fries? Can we normalize that worldwide? Oh, like the small nori flakes? That is good. That is good. Why are all the restaurant size portions the same? To be when they're supposed to be the same. Large and Hardee's is different from a large and Burger King. That's true. That's true. But I think it's just all of them are too big in my opinion. McDonald's fries are salty but good. I mean, they are good. They are good, but they're very salty. Seaweed is S tier sodium. I mean, like seaweed is a good snack too. Like just a dried seaweed. People bring extra salt to put on their chips. Yeah, it's already salty, man. Like all the chips are already really salty, and like people just add extra. Sometimes I don't even need to dip them in ketchup. You know, like I'm just like these already have so much flavor. McDonald's hack, if you ever want fresh fries, order them with no salt. Oh yeah, that's true, because they have to make it separately, right? Because they salt the hell out of the ones that are pre-made. I don't really mind that much though. As I said, I don't go to McDonald's enough. I just don't think it's worth the price, honestly. Like McDonald's isn't even that cheap, and like I can get so much better food for that price, you know? Because like every time I'm like, I could spend like $5 at McDonald's or like $10 at McDonald's, or I could just go to H Mart and get like gimbap, and that's way better. Like it's just so much. It's so superior, you know. So it's like, what's the point? You know, the main ingredient is MSG is kombu, really? Fair enough. Fair enough. At a crowded McDonald's, the turnover for chips is fast enough so they just slide there for long. Yeah, probably not. Probably not. Okay, I want to go to McDonald's to order a cheeseburger without cheese. Why? That's just a burger. Why don't you just order a normal burger? Yeah, I think McDonald's is like not that good. American cheese is so suspect. Yeah, I agree. Like those craft slices. Those craft slices are so questionable to me. I don't know what's going on with that, but I never really get those ones. But I don't know what they are, and I don't I don't trust it. I keep getting this YouTube video I recommended that's like making American cheese, and then like I think they debunk whether it's like plasticky, you know. A cheeseburger without cheese is a cheeseburger without cheese. Right. Probably be cheaper than a regular hamburger. Are you sure? Sounds healthy like all American food. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, just the amount of like I mean we talked about this when we were like we talked about this when we were like doing cooking streams and stuff like that, but like American sweets are so sugary. Like like when you get like a food at like American bakery, it has like say you get a cookie from like American bakery and a cookie at like a European or Asian bakery, it will have like twice as much sugar in the American one. I don't know, like they're just I don't know. I think it's like I used to think that like you know, like Canada and America, like living there would be like pretty similar, but like as time goes on, I'm like, I don't know if I could live in America, you know? Because like it is like fairly different, you know? Not just the food, but just like it's like the obviously like we share a lot of like pop culture and stuff like that, but it's just I'm like I don't want to live in America. You can explain what you mean? You can explain or you can understand. But yeah, it's a I mean I haven't been to like I don't go to America that frequently, but it just doesn't I feel like I want to live here. Apparently Mountain Dew is legally classified as an energy drink in the UK due to the caffeine amount. What the hell? That is pretty wild. Canadians carrying some more maturely than Americans, pretty much. I don't know. It seems like very general, but I don't know. I think there's just like a big like culture difference because I noticed like when I'm like driving in America and stuff like that, like people are much quicker to like honk the horn, which seems like a very small thing, but like people honk. People are like very like rude, like driving in America. Um, oh my god, and the biggest culture. This is not really like a bad thing, but like the biggest culture shock I feel when I'm in America is when I'm walking. When I'm walking and here in Canada, if you're walking and someone bumps into you, you both say sorry, okay? You're both like, oh sorry, like we bumped into each other. Um, but in America, I'll be walking, someone will bump into me. Like it's not my fault at all. They will bump into me and I will say sorry and they will not. And I'm like that's like the biggest culture shock to me. I'm like, it was your fault. Like you didn't apologize, like but I did. Like what's up with that, you know? It is it's just like stuff like that, you know? Canadians are more similar to Europeans. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's big too, because like Europe is pretty broad in terms of culture. Um, the Americans all, hey pal, watch where you're going. Howdy. Yeah, they say that so much. I apologize for being American. Okay, yeah. Thank you. Please apologize to me. You gave us Justin Bieber, yeah. Ryan Reynolds and Jim Carrey. Don't forget Celine Dion, national treasure. And I think Zirconian will be upset if you don't mention Carly Rae Jepsen. I don't think we gave you guys anything in return. Yeah, nothing at all. Yeah, definitely nothing. I'd love to visit America, but I think I'm too adapted to Canadian living. Have you never been to America? Or like just not recently? We gave Canada the most uninhabitable part of North America. That's true. That's true. You did do that to be fair. And then you took Alaska. Like what's up with Alaska? You know? Like Alaska's clearly connected to Canada. What? Why is it American? I don't really want it though. You guys can have it. I think we learned about the Alaska dispute in school, but I don't remember anything. I don't remember like why America has Alaska. Um, paid 30 mil to Russia? Really? It was just for the laws. Oh, okay, okay. They're just like, it would be cool to have this random part of America like attached to Canada, and they're like, that'd be funny, you know? Used to be Russia, and then we copped it for the deals. Wow. Okay, okay. That seems like a good deal. 3 million does not seem like, but that was probably like a long time ago. So 3 million was probably worth a lot more back then, which is fair enough. American consumerism is much more advanced in Canada. So they have much more options available. Oh my gosh, yeah. When you like, I mean, you probably know the pain of like ordering ordering something online and then it's like only ships to the U.S. and you're like, oh, okay, great. Or when you're shopping online and then you're like, oh, this thing is $20, and then you realize it's 20 US dollars, so it's actually like 30 Canadian dollars, and you're like, how? That's annoying. Alaska's like huge too, but I think it's like mostly uninhabited now. You gonna call the cops on us? Draconian, always calling the cops. I don't think I've ever called the police. I can't even think of a time where I would have called the police. I guess it's a good thing. I guess it's a good thing. I've never been like robbed or anything where I would need to call the police. I remember one time that my brother, when my brother was like 8 years old, he called 911 on an old cell phone that wasn't in use because he was playing on it. And the police came. But that's about it, honestly. Santa probably got a base in Alaska. No, it's in the North Pole. Come on. You think he relocated? You think he was like, rent is too expensive in the North Pole, so he moved to Alaska? It's basically the Northwest Territories, but by the sea. Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, he's on a first name basis with the 911 operator. I feel like I wouldn't know what to do if I had to call 911. What do you say? I have no idea. But hopefully it never comes to that, you know? Hopefully I never have an emergency. Headquarters in the North Pole, but bases everywhere. Wow. It's some investment properties. Usually start by saying why you're calling. That's true, that's true. It's probably a time sensitive issue, you know? Called 911 2 times in the past 6 months. Oh no. Ask the operator how's their day going. True. You're like, hello, how are you? How things good? Yeah. Busy day today? Yeah. Oh my god, Mondays, am I right? And then you're like, by the way, I'm getting stabbed to death right now. Wow, good job, Gano. Obeying the law. We love to see that. It's such a nice day. Oh my gosh. You guys want to see a trick? Sure. It's gonna land better than the joke. Okay. The wonderful day to stay inside and bother me you online. Sounds like that's what you're doing. It's it definitely feels like that, huh? I have to head out pretty soon because I have plans to walk my dog today. Because I can actually, when I go home, it's finally like light out, so I can like walk my dog. I'm excited to breathe fresh air, you know? Haven't done that in a while. Haven't been outside in a minute. Are you coding? You can't inject code into Twitch chat. What? I don't think Twitch allows that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they sanitize it. You can't just execute random code. It worked in the other chat. I don't think so. Maybe it's like a command. I don't know. Maybe they got a command in their chat. You computer science professionals got a weird sense of humor. Please don't rope me in with those two, okay? Draconian has completely fallen to the computer science like nerd side. Yeah, you're included. You've fallen in there. You're gonna have like your own like you're gonna buy like a Raspberry Pi now and like do your weird tech stuff in your free time. You know, like I don't want to be associated with that. We just chat prevents weebs and commands. My chat does not prevent weebs. I have a tag that says no weebs allowed, and yet they still get in. My weeb like blocker is not working. Don't even use Linux anymore. Okay, fine. You're coming back to the light side. Raspberry Pi, like the like weird like computer thingy. I don't really know what it is. It's a like a hardware thing. Linux needs to be abolished. Okay, I wouldn't say that. I still am software engineer, so I don't understand having your whole operating system in Linux, you know? Unless you have like your work computer and it's in Windows for some reason. Then and then using Linux on that computer makes sense. But just use a Mac. Come on, just use a Mac. You don't own a soldering iron. Not yet. Not yet. Weren't you talking about like fixing up your like DS or something, you know, Game Boy? You're gonna fall in there. It's gonna happen. Technically both are edible. Your definition of edible is different than mine. No, I'm cool. Okay. If you stop using Linux, then it's okay. Use Mac for work? Yes, of course. No, of course, sorry, but it's more common to have Mac, I think, than not. Terminal enjoyer? I am a terminal enjoyer. I'm an iTerm 2 enjoyer, I will say. But I make it have a cute background, and I'm happy with that, you know? But yeah, I don't even. Is it terminal or is it iTerm? I think it's iTerm, the app. Maybe it just came with that. I don't really remember how I set everything up right now. my people would like be very disappointed in me if they saw like my setup. It's like such a disaster. And I use like Vim, but I use it improperly. Like I use Vim in like the most inefficient way possible. So yeah, I would be judged heavily, but no one will see. My sci-fi brain that is Terminator. I use Terminator all the time. Need you in a default Vim config? I don't know how to change it, honestly. I actually don't know how to change it. I should probably look into setting it up. But I you know, I've only been working there for like 2.5 years, so you know, I'm still setting things up, okay? It is in the default configuration. Because I'm not a nerd, okay? I just use the arrow keys like a non-nerd, you know? I should probably figure it out, though. That's the good remind me. Plenty of time to learn the software you're working with. Exactly. I still like don't really know how to use Windows very well, to be fair. I got this Windows computer. When did I get it? Like 3 years ago. And I'm still like kind of bad at using Windows. But I recently like cleared out all my I like cleared up a bunch of storage. So now I have a lot more storage, so I'm happy. This conversation getting too techie for me. Yeah, let's dial it back. Let's dial it back. I'm not being paid for this, you know? I'm not I only talk shop if I'm getting paid. No, yeah, I have to be on the clock, exactly. Okay, it is 3 p.m. I'll head out pretty soon. I hope the traffic is not bad. Every week the traffic has just been terrible, and it's just really annoyed by this. It's the weekend, like, you know, I go home on the weekend because of the lack of traffic, but now there's traffic regardless. Find out why it worked in another chat. They had an AI bot in the chat. See, I told you. You can't just type code into any chat box and expect it to run. They had a look up for us and say go connects to your mom for us. She would love that. She would love that. Big human. Yeah, they're such a bad human infestation, honestly. Okay, hopefully it'll be fine. But yeah, I will leave it here for today. I'm trying to like not stream like long amounts of time, you know, like because then I can be more consistent, you know, like I can stream more days, not more days, but like I can stream like the stream days I have consistently, you know. And also like talking for 3 hours makes my throat really tired. Like I'm drinking a lot of water, but like I don't know how I used to talk for like 4 or 5 hours. How did I do that? I have no idea. We haven't got AI bots here, just weaves. Basically the same thing. Enjoy the remaining 6 hours of daylight. I will. Hope you guys have a good rest of your Saturday. And yeah, welcome in Pink. Thank you. Join the Discord if you haven't already. And yeah, enjoy the sunny or not sunny weather. I will maybe try and take some pictures of Luca and send them in the Discord, my dog. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today, and I will see you all next time. We'll be streaming again tomorrow at noon Pacific, so probably some more just chatting, because I don't think I could do Just Dance now. I'm tired. Okay, I'll see you all later. Bye, everyone.